Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, getting at you guys with another part two of the Why Run podcast episode. And right next to me on the couch in my living room, we got the famous, the sexiest, the most handsomest, smelliest, sexy smells. We got Jesse
Boo.
He's shaking his head the whole time.
Boo.
He knows he smells good. Hell
No.
yeah. Uh
I smell like what did I have? Onion rings.
huh. Dang, they hit too. They were good.
Yes, they were.
And they packed on the fries, which I was very, very fucking happy about. And you know what? It's because of that lady,
Yeah.
my special friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, she always hooks it up. Even though she didn't come to the window. And that chick, she was new. But she gotta know this bitch. She finna know.
Yeah, everybody gets to know you.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you hiding?
Okay, well, first of all, remember how this morning we were talking about our mothers
Yes.
and how bratty they can get?
Yes.
And you know, in my situation, like I don't like my mom touching stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't go into my office since we got home.
No.
But you did, however, notice the two chairs
Yes.
back in the living room.
Yes.
She straightened up my office. She did, yeah. If you go in there, it's like a lot more space. Does not look like how it looked, how we left it.
Uh-huh.
But you know what she did?
What did she do?
Do you know what she did?
No, I do
And
not.
I told the both of them. I told my mother and I told my dad. Do not, do not, do not put these upside down. Didn't I just buy this today?
Did
I
you?
picked it up. Yes, this is the new one.
Oh fuck.
And when it was like this,
Oh fuck.
you want to explain to them what we're staring at right now?
So this is one of those wallflower warmer things.
That you
It's
get from Bath and Body.
yeah, and I didn't know that you can't put them upside down either.
Oh my god, you
But
guys.
apparently,
Because you ruined the warmer. Like then
yeah,
you would have to
that
buy
makes
another
sense.
one.
So
Oh
the
my
one that she
gosh.
put this afternoon is now empty.
I just picked it up
Yeah.
today. Put it in as soon as we got home.
Yeah.
I told you. That's what they did with the other one. That one wasn't the one in our bathroom. It wasn't working for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept it. I had to keep it like this for about a month or two before I actually got a thing for it. Because I was like, I need to get this, get another bottle
Yeah.
just to see if it will work.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, if it doesn't, then I'm just going to have to use this one, which was the one that you bought me. Mm-hmm. And what has your attention, sir?
A text message from my brother.
Oh, everything okay?
I think so.
No idea.
That sounds like a we need to talk type of text.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, everything's going wrong. Let me start drinking.
Oh yes. And
Oh
since we had
wait. Before we move on,
okay.
you do smell good. When we got home,
It's
you
this.
used no. When we got home, you put on all that fancy smanchy thingies that you bought, and it smells good.
Because he told me to shower.
No, I didn't. You guys are my witnesses. I never said that she stunk.
Oh
or
my
anything.
gosh.
She's
That's
the one that said it.
pretty much like what you said
No,
in
no.
part 1, sir.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what?
I said that I stink.
No, what What you asked was if you want me to, or if you wanted, or if I wanted you to remind me to shower.
That was after the show, first of
No,
all.
that was during the show.
Was
And
it?
then we talked about it off
Okay.
air.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, well. It wasn't because you stink. That's not what I was saying.
He was trying to be thoughtful.
Yeah. That doesn't always work when I'm trying to be thoughtful. But wait.
So,
So back to this thing, the
okay, the
warmer.
wallflower.
Wasn't it plugged in?
It was plugged in this way. But when I went in there and when I saw it and when I was on the phone with her, I was like, "Oh, thanks, mom. It feels good in here. It's all clean or whatever." And then I hung up the phone, looked around, and I seen it plugged in like this,
Oh.
upside down. And I was like, "Do I call her back and yell at her?" But then I was like, "No, don't do that. She was just trying to be nice." Even though I told them twice before not to do that, they still went and did it anyway. But these, it
He'll
was
put
on
some of
sale.
this and
So,
put some
right? You know
fireball
what?
in
I
there.
actually saved that video where somebody
I
took
tried
the.
it. I tried that. It doesn't. I mean, it's not the same thing, obviously.
Okay, so what happened? What did you put in it? And did you mix it with anything?
So the first time that I tried it, so we're talking about those air freshener thingies, right? The
That you
wallflowers.
plug in.
So they said to take off the little plug thing. You put
Mm-hmm.
in. I think one of them said water and essential oils, whichever ones you want.
Okay.
I tried it with two different ones. It didn't really smell much at all. And then the other one said to add alcohol to it. So I put alcohol, water, and those scent beads
Yeah.
from the laundry ones, and that didn't work either.
Okay. The one that I saw yesterday, it was downy beads
Hmm.
and peroxide.
Peroxide.
Yeah. That was it. No water, no nothing. Just the beads and the peroxide. You do a light swirl and
Hmm.
then you go ahead and plug it in.
Well, we could try it.
I was like,
We
I'm
can
ready to
try
get electrocuted.
it. No. You want
I
me
don't know.
cheers?
Oh yes, cheers.
So cheers.
Cheers. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna oh shit, babe. You fucking chug that shit. Oh my gosh, babe. Ugh.
Yes, babe. I'm all burning over here.
Yeah, and I have the fan on. But yeah, I I was trying to tell everyone. Yeah, since we had a very nice night last night, we just decided to do it again. So I poured me a cup of wine. I didn't even have my first sip, but obviously you guys caught just Rob having his first shot.
Oh
And yeah, he was like, "Oh, let's pour this in the wallflower."
yeah. Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
That
Oh
didn't
yeah.
happen. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, which scent was it that you bought?
That what?
Which scent was it that you bought?
Lavender vanilla.
It smells good.
It does, and it's all gone. I
So,
don't know if I
in
should
order to
be.
fix this, now you just gotta plug it in and let this warm up, right? So it unclogs or whatever.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, me too. But yeah,
It was on sale, so it was like $2 and some.
is it still on sale?
They're always on sale, but I don't know if it is now. I don't think so.
Oh shit, I could check.
Oh man, I was. Oof.
I know, I felt it. I Well, I guess I didn't know that it was you that was talking on the phone. I heard something, but I didn't know it was you. I thought it was somebody else, right?
Yeah, I had to calm my nerves and start sketching. Yeah, and I have. You know what? I was thinking about taking us back to Twitch, but for my art stuff, like going live doing my art.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought about it, but I don't know. There's a lot of biters out there. And they say like, oh, it's inspiration. We're like, like we're a community, but I just feel like people just jack each other's ideas.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the laundry day one smells good.
Hmm?
The laundry day one smells good.
Laundry day.
Yeah,
Didn't you say you got that one?
yeah. I don't like. It's weird because I like the eucalyptus spearmint one
Mm-hmm.
in the hand sanitizer, one of the lotions, but
But not the wallflower.
no, fuck no. Or the car scent thingy. That one doesn't smell good either.
Oh, here I go chugging this.
Yes, I was about to say. You hear
I
her?
gotta set it
You
down.
hear her? Chill, right?
It's so good. Yeah. Oh man, I just I don't want to like obsess how it's like all gone. I don't
About what?
about the
Oh my.
wallflower.
Oh,
Yeah, but anyhow,
yeah.
yeah, I gotta let that go. I'll just go ahead and just order another one. Um, but I love the cinnamon one. That one, oh my gosh, the Christmas scent. I should really like stock up on those,
Yeah.
especially like when they're on sale. But anyhow, um, I felt like I was gonna talk about something. Now I
Yeah, you were. I
forget.
know. I cut you off. My bad.
No, you're fine.
But also, if you know me, if you've been listening to me talk on another platform, 2020 and what was it? 2020 and 2021. You know that these. I should take a picture of the size of this bottle, but it says. Let me see. Shit, I can't see. I don't know the size.
I
It's.
should put in my hearing aid because I can't hear you right now.
Oh no.
Uh oh.
I don't know. It's the little ones that you get on the plane. So if you're familiar with me drinking, you know that those are nothing to me. But I did stop drinking as much, so we'll see how fucked up I get. I have two on the table and I already drank one, so we'll see.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a side that I've never. I didn't know that Rob was like that at one time.
Yeah,
But there are some online people that know and have witnessed. Yeah, except me. I didn't. I wasn't there. But yeah, I have my wine and I have some water on the table. So
aren't you happy that you weren't there for that?
am I happy that I wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Um, a part of me says no because I'm old. I mean, I don't know. I'm always left out. I'm always left out of shit. But then again, I did have a life, and all of you guys didn't.
Excuse you, but I did.
Hmm. But I mean, okay. I'm kind of glad that I did miss out, only because if I saw you like that, I would have been like, "Oh my god,
Yeah, I
he's a
was gonna say
loser
that.
too." Oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because I know you don't like people that drink.
Yeah, I don't.
So yeah, I
I
was
mean,
a
if you're
drunk.
like a casual drinker, I'm kind of okay with that. But like casual, I mean like one, but not every day. And yes, size counts. I don't when I say one, I don't mean a keg. Okay.
I'm trying to see. Oh, maybe like that big ass jug of water that you bought
Yeah.
recently. That was like the size of the bottles I used to get, and
Babe.
I wouldn't measure it. I wouldn't be like putting it in a cup. I would just
That's
have it
like a
down.
fucking 64 ounce.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes.
Oh my god, just look at him right now.
I'm all proud
Ah,
of myself.
no.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Dude. Yeah, I would have left you alone. I would have been like, oh.
Yeah. No, you would have.
And he wouldn't have cared. because he's the kind of guy that doesn't care about what anybody thinks about him.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Yeah, he would have been like, fuck you, I'm doing me.
I'm doing me. How is this a special? It's 15.50 and it says 3 for 32. Oh, I guess you get one free. Buy two get one free. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they have the cinnamon stick one, but maybe not at that store. I don't know. It's weird.
Oh yeah, and I canceled my Amazon block for 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, because Rob and I were sitting on the couch after eating our dinner. We were binge watching a show, and I was like, "Oh, what time should I go to sleep?" And it was like 8 something. And he's like, "Yeah, you would have to go to bed right now if you're getting up at 3 in the morning."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, that's not happening." So I went and already
Yeah.
fucking canceled it.
I was like, if you're gonna want to drink and do all this stuff, yeah, you gotta go to bed now.
Yeah,
She was like, okay, I'll
I have
just
no
cancel.
regrets.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to find the one that you bought. I don't see it.
What's that, babe?
I'm trying to find the one that you bought and I don't see it.
Yeah, it's what was it? Violet, violet vanilla, violet, violet. Oh my god, I can't be
Violet.
drunk. I just had half a cup of my wine. Violet
See?
vanilla.
See?
No,
How long did it
I
take you to
had
drink your
it like
soda?
it wasn't like to the brim. It was like right there.
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're already slaying her
Stop.
words.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Violet. What did you say? Violet vanilla?
Violet.
Violent.
Violet. Was it violet? No. Lavender
You just
vanilla.
you just said lavender vanilla. So when I asked you, you were like
No, I
violet.
didn't.
Yeah, you
Did
did.
I? Oh
And it's
my
on the show,
gosh.
so replay it. Replay
Yeah. Rewind.
it. Yeah.
Holy shit. They'll ask me nothing for the rest of the night.
Yeah. They have pink lilac and vanilla.
Pink lilac.
Is that how
I
you
wonder
say
what
it?
that smells like.
Lilac?
Lilac.
Lilac?
Lilac.
Isn't it lilac? Lilac? Something. All wallflowers.
Now I want to listen to that Ludacris song.
Which one? I
I
got hoes.
wanna lick you from your head to your toes.
Oh no.
Move from the bed down to the floor. Ooh, babe, get over here.
Uh-oh.
This is
Too
let me
smart.
tell you, this is some cheap ass fucking wine. They shouldn't do nothing to me. But I am a lightweight.
Actually, it's the cheaper ones. You know, like the $10 box ones that you get.
Mhm.
Those fuck you up more. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna do something.
Yeah, I'm a lightweight, and when I crash out, I'm a heavyweight.
This one, right?
Yep, that's it. Don't get it, babe. I got it.
No.
Or are you just looking for deals? Just look for deals,
Well, it says
and then I'll
mix and
snag
match.
it.
5 for $27.
$5.27.
5
No,
for
wait for a
27.
deal, babe.
Well, isn't that a deal?
That's full price.
Is it?
They're very affordable, so I would wait for a deal. Deals are like 2 something, and they give you like 50 free.
No.
Yup.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What?
I don't know why I want to talk about it, but I mean I guess I know why, because it made me think of something else that I saw earlier this year, which was, did you guys see on social media that and I don't like this dude for many fucking reasons. He's annoying. Kanye West.
Hmm.
I guess he's dropping, I don't know if it's a single or if it's just a song in his upcoming album, a song named Cousin.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my gosh. You want to drop it? You want to drop the news?
No, all I saw, I don't know if it's the same thing you saw, but apparently he's talking about that he used to give his cousin a blowjob.
Hmm. Up
So,
until he was like 14
oh
years
yeah,
old.
14 years old.
That's
Crazy shit.
it is. And I'm not gonna talk shit because you guys already know my situation from when I was a kid. And it just made me think of Krishan Rock. Do you hear about Krishan Rock?
No, I don't know anything about celebrities.
Okay, well, you know who Krishan Rock is?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, so I actually saved this video. It's probably buried in the archives because I save everything I see. I don't know why I do that. But a couple months ago, there was a video. Well, it was like a reel, and somebody clipped the part where Krishan and her sister were fighting. Like they had well, they were in an argument. Like they weren't like fist fighting or anything.
Hmm.
But Krishan had her baby in her arm, bouncing the baby, patting his back and stuff. And Krishan straight up fucking said in front of the camera to her sister, like, you used to, I don't know if it was tell me or force me to eat your puss when we were kids. And then her
Whoa.
sister was like, huh? What?
Whoa. That is crazy.
Yeah. And I'm guessing that's Krishan's older sister.
Mm.
So that just, I mean, now you can kind of see why these celebrities do the shit that they're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't dealt with those issues.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't gotten any kind of help.
Yeah.
So it's like,
But the sister didn't deny it, or she just didn't hear her.
no, she heard her. She just freaked out that she said it in front of the camera. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, huh? What?
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. And Krishan fucking said it like, I mean, you know how she talks, right? Like just monotoned and shit. And it's
Mm.
just like, oh my gosh, bitch, get some help now. Like now we all know what it is. Why you out there doing dumb shit?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not talking shit or nothing. It just made me think about that when Kanye, well, when the news about Kanye came out. But I guess it's in Kanye's lyrics in that song called Cousin. I haven't heard it. I don't even know if it dropped. If it dropped and you heard it, let us know here at the White Run Podcast. Thank you.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I thought that was like, okay, that explains it. Not again. I'm not talking shit. I'm talking about the like.
But does it explain it though?
Doesn't what?
I said, does it explain it? Does it justify their behavior? Because I
If
mean,
it's
they're
not
not.
being dealt with, yes, I think part of it.
Mm,
It's almost like if I've gone that far already, why not take it further? And then that's when people just lash out. Like they lash out or like they do the most controversial thing and they're just like, what the fuck are you gonna do? I already had a dick in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh no.
and then they're just like, what's worse than that? Like I've already done the most. So it's like, what the fuck else?
I
Yay or nay?
don't
Drop it
know.
in the chat.
I mean, why would he wait until now to say that? I don't know. With
Mm,
Kanye, it's more like, for me, at least. Again, I don't really care about celebrities, but for me, it's like he's just doing and saying anything now to get attention. And it's like, dude, you already have attention. You don't need to do negative or bad things to get attention. So I don't understand why the acting out and all that stuff. it seems like he's trying to top himself, and it's almost like that boy that cried wolf. So at this point, it's like I don't believe anything he says,
Mm.
and I don't know if that's how other people are viewing it. But I mean, obviously, it's fucked up that it happened. But I don't know. I don't think it excuses what he's doing and the things that he's saying about people in his life. Because, like, I mean, he was dealing with those issues before. So for him to be like, oh, like, I don't know if he's gonna try and say that now or be like, oh, the reason why I'm like this or the reason why I talk shit about my ex-wife is because of what happened to me when I was a kid. It's like, should have dealt with that before.
Well, when you got money and recognition and like a platform, and you have all these people like into you in the industry and fans and things like that, like it's like you're not thinking anything's wrong. Like everything's just kind of falling your way, falling into place instead of falling into pieces. But your mind, like you're still gonna like you're gonna think like nothing's wrong. And people, they're not gonna invest money in their health or their well-being. They would rather spend their money on materialistic things, um or like some kind of like an implant, or like, you know what I'm saying, like that's as far as health as it's gonna go. But they're not gonna invest in
Their mental
their
health.
in their mental health, because they're gonna be like, shit, I'm the greatest, like I'm the goat, I'm the motherfucker. Like they're not gonna do that until it's like they're doing shit like this where everything's controversial, they're being loud, and things like that, to get attention, because it's like they feel like that's something that they got to do, like they got to keep up with that character. That's what they're known for, that's what they're famous for, that's why people like them. So it's almost like, oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna get backlash for this. So it's almost like I'm just saying, I don't know a whole lot about it, and I don't want to know a whole lot about it. But it's almost like people siding or voting for Trump because he's outspoken about things that he don't like, or about certain people, and everybody's like, oh, I feel the same thing, so I'm gonna jump on board and vote for him. Because
Hmm.
it's like people, because they share those things, to them he's a lot more relevant. So people that like the way Kanye talks or acts, or like his style, or like his viewpoints, or the way that he just doesn't give a fuck, and people are like, oh, like, well, especially kids, like, I want to be that, I want to do
Yeah.
that, and oh, nothing's wrong with me. Like I don't need to get help for this, like, because they're doing it and it's valid.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't know much about him. All I know is that, well, I don't even know how long after his mom passed away that, was it before or was it after that he came out with his first album? But I heard about him when he did The Wire, Through the Wire,
Hmm.
that song. But I think his mom was still alive, and then his album came out, and I think that's when she died or something. But when he was acting up, of course I understood it because I was like, yeah, of course you just lost your mom, you're going crazy. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't be acting out? But it seems like I don't even know if he got any help for that. I don't know. I don't think he did, but again, because I don't follow them, so I don't know if he did or didn't. But I think the people around him took advantage of him being that way because it made him a musical genius, right? At least in that time, they were saying, "Oh, he's a musical genius," and like all the songs that he's producing, they're coming from that anger and that pain of losing his mom. So yeah, of course, to them, it's like, "Oh, we're making money off of this shit, so keep doing what you're doing."
And it's like, oh, like, rhyming or rapping is my therapy.
Yeah, but obviously, he didn't deal with
The
everything.
other stuff that we're
Yeah,
hearing about now.
I don't know. It's sad. I mean, like I said, I don't care about celebrities, but it's still sad to see a person going through shit like that. But then I know people are like, but is he a person or is he a reptilian? And it's like, I don't care. It
Yeah,
don't
was
matter.
his mother allegedly
Yeah, I
sacrificed
heard
and
about that
stuff like
too.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
allegedly.
she was a sacrifice for him to become
Yeah.
famous and stuff. So I don't know, whatever. But
I just don't like when people like are doing the most because the other day when we were doing deliveries, like I was well, the Spotify, it was like playing like random songs. And there
oh
was this
yeah,
one, I think it was who was it? It was SZA and
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar. And it sounded good until the fucking auto tunes. But
Babe was
I
like,
was like
no.
I did. I was pissed off because I was like, this and I told him I said her last album, or I think it was her last album that dropped maybe like 2 years ago. I was feeling that fucking album. Like every fucking song sounded good. And I was like, and I told Rob, until this bitch fucking came out in a fucking video interview where she was looking like a
Oh
whole ass
yeah.
fucking cockroach, talking about that was her true image, her true self. And I was like, ugh. She just
Yeah.
fucked it up. And it just, and I'm like, okay, why? Like you come out with some good hits, bitch, and you want to come out looking like that? I don't know. It's just like they just be doing the doing the most in the most annoying fucking way. Like that's some good shit to be remembered by.
Yeah.
Like I don't
I
fucking
mean, it
like
kind
that
of
shit.
verified my point because remember that time? I think it was around that time that I was like, "That's what I see in hell is a bunch of roaches and shit." And then I told you
Yes, you
that's what I
did.
see when I see these celebrities. And then she comes out and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And I didn't know who the hell she was, but I sent it to you, and you were like, "Oh, that's what's her face," and I was like, "I don't know who that is,"
Yeah,
but that's what I see.
disgusting. Ugh. She wants to
That
smell
was
like sewer
great.
pipes. Oh my god! Like
That was
what the
amazing.
fuck? So with all that money you got, that's the best idea that you could come up with, like best image. I mean, I don't know. That's disgusting. That's mental illness right there. Again, how you come out with some good shit and you be like, yeah, this is really me.
Well,
Oh, just gross.
when Chester Bennington died, or not died, but killed himself, I don't know. I don't even know about that one now, because I've heard that there's rumors that he was killed.
Allegedly.
Right? So whatever. But there was a comment that I saw. Of course, people copied it after that, but the first time I saw it, I was like, "Oh shit, that's true." They were just saying like all these songs that saved me, and we couldn't save you. 'Cause and I
Mm,
guess I had never really thought about it that way. All these songs that we relate to that like in our sad moments or our moments when we need to feel some type of pain, we do go to music. At least I do. I go to music and I relate to the songs, and of course, it makes the song more meaningful when it says what I can't say. So, but that has to come from somewhere. That has to come from some kind of pain or some kind of trauma or whatever. And a lot of times we don't think about the shit that they go through, or a lot of times we don't know, so we just like, oh, okay, well, he just made a song, it just came out of nowhere because he's a genius or whatever. But obviously they're dealing with shit too. They just don't talk about it. And when they do talk about what inspired the songs, they really don't. Like, I've heard people, artists say like, oh, I got inspiration from a story that I read or from a story of a friend of mine. And so I guess that kind of takes a little bit off of when we hear a song, we're like, oh, maybe that's not about them. So we don't
mm,
really think about them. It's almost like we just don't make them human, I guess, until shit like that happens. And then it's like, oh, fuck, they're dealing with stuff too. Because, I mean, money doesn't change that.
mm.
Money doesn't change people struggling, especially when it comes to mental health. I know that they want to act like everything's fine, and I know that money makes things a little bit better because, of course, you don't have to be at home all day
Yeah, you don't
thinking about
have
your
much
bullshit.
worry.
You can just do whatever you want, but at the same time, it's like they can't. I don't know. They can't even like leave their house to go get a coffee without fucking fans and paparazzi in their face.
Shit, I'll just buy a whole ass fucking Starbucks built into my house.
Yeah, that too.
Hey,
But something like sometimes you just want to leave the house and you can't. When you're a celebrity, you feel like you're trapped. And so, I mean, I understand it too, but at the same time, it's like that shouldn't justify the bullshit that they do sometimes.
yeah.
Like like how you said about that chick coming out saying or acting like, oh, this is my true self, I'm a cockroach. And it's like, whatever the fuck you're dealing with, man, deal with that shit.
Yes, get some
Handle that.
fucking help. You got the money for it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like sometimes, like when I listen to a song and like it's very moving, like you can actually like feel it. Like it makes me want to look up like who wrote it
Mm,
because most of these hits they didn't even write. Like they were ghost written in a way.
yeah.
And that's kind of like disappointing. But like I'm not like you. Like when I feel sad, I don't throw on sad songs or nothing like that. Not even like happy songs. Like I
Mm-hmm.
just sit with my sadness or my anger silently because I like to sing sad songs when I'm happy. I know it's weird, but I like it. Like I don't want any of my feelings being put into my favorite songs. Because the last time I fucking did that, oh my god. Now I can't. You know Mariah Carey's Always Be My Baby? I
Mm-hmm.
made that fucking first mistake. And that was like when I was in 5th grade. Can you believe it? But like I was
Oh
like
no, I feel old.
yeah, and I think about that little punk every time I fucking listen to that song.
You mean
But
like
like
dedicating songs to
no,
people?
not dedicating, but like I had
Oh
my heart
yeah.
broken and I was
Oh.
listening to that song. So yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not dedicating songs. I'm not thinking of anyone when I listen to a song, like nothing. Until Jish Rad came along. But you know, like I don't fall into that. But yeah, like every time I listen to like a good hit, I'm like, who wrote that?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I just sometimes it seemed like it don't even suit that artist to be singing it. I don't know if you ever like caught that, but it's like you got famous off of a hit that you didn't even write.
Mm-hmm.
So like and the only reason why I say that is because you can listen to their entire album and be like, "Oh yeah, you know, it moves you, you're sad, you're happy, you're horny or whatever." But when YouTube came around and like Yahoo Music and Yahoo TV, you know, like all of like before I want to say before YouTube. But anyway, like you like interviews started to pop up of these singers
Yeah.
and their attitude don't even fit their albums. Like their attitude don't fit their personality. That's why I was like, okay, I don't like Brandy Norwood anymore cuz she's done a bunch of fucked up like I don't know, I just didn't like her attitude. Like it was just like, okay, you made your money, you don't have to feel like you fell in love anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Does
Mm.
that make sense?
So, well, yeah, but I mean, is that because you grew up with or listening to R&B music? Because obviously
Mm,
R&B music seems to be only about love or heartbreak. There's really no in between. At least that's how it was in the 90s
yeah.
and 2000s. It was like it's there's really no in between. For me, I grew up with Spanish music, which most Spanish music artists they come up by covering other artists. So or like older songs. So if you can sing, people don't or they never really used to judge an artist by the song that they would compose. It was always like, oh, can they sing an old song? So it was always covers.
Okay.
Most artists would start off by doing covers, and then it's like, okay, they have a good voice. They sang that song. Okay, so let me give them a chance, and then yeah, they would compose their own music or whatever, and then that would solidify them as an artist, or they would just go away. But and that was with Spanish music, and then with rock and stuff like that, you really don't listen to the lyrics. At least I never did. Like I never listened to Led Zeppelin and all that stuff and thought, oh, they have good lyrics. I would just listen to the beat and be like, okay, that's something that I throw on whenever I'm either pissed off, working out, or I'm cleaning, because I just need something to motivate me. Not really motivate me, just have something playing. And then with rap, it was always like, well, back in the day, rap was always like a story.
Yeah.
It was always
like a
you're
lesson
listening
or
to a
something.
story. And for me,
Mm,
if it wasn't the lyrics, like if I'm not listening to the story, at least it better have a good beat for me to play it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna waste my time on it. But again, I
mm,
never really looked at it like, oh, let me see who sings this and why did they write this, and like I never looked into that. Like
mm,
most lyrics, I either said whatever I heard or I would make my own shit up. And it wasn't until like not too long ago that I started listening to like or going back and finding the lyrics to old songs. And I'm like, what the heck? That's what it said. But yeah, and it didn't make sense. But we were talking about something else. What did you say? Lyrics, people, and what they were or who wrote the song. Yeah, I didn't know that there was, especially in Spanish. I didn't know that there was people that only wrote music, that they would only write music for other artists, that they never came out with their own album. So it's like, oh, this song was written by this person and this one and this one and this one too, and it's like, what the hell? That one person wrote like 7 or 8 different songs, and they all sound different. So
hmm.
I don't know.
I think for me, what made me want to research artists was obviously because like they had like a certain style that was intriguing to me, and it was like, of course, like not just like their style or whatever, but like sometimes like the way their pictures were done, or
Hmm.
like, I mean, I don't know, something like that. And then of course it was like the music and like the beat, and then like the lyrics, like I studied lyrics. And then you're just kind of like wanting to like know their story. And of course like you can't really like, you're believing everything that they're singing, like the lyrics. And then like when you go and listen to them in an interview and how they respond to like questions, and like their body language or their face expression, it just, I don't know why, but it really does, um it says a lot about them. And then it's like, okay, well, no wonder like this bitch didn't even fucking write any of her music.
Yeah.
So it's just like, how could a person sing so much about love and like, whatever, and then like just being a total bitch? But then, like, then back then when I was studying, it was more like, well, they grew up. Like, now it's like stresses, and like now it's a whole different image that you gotta put out there in this new album,
Yeah.
because their earlier album was for like teenagers, and now this album is more directed to like when you get out of fucking high school, and then like now you're a woman now, and now you're fucking and being hoeing, you're hoeing and shit, and then it's like you're watching like chapters of their life. But then it's like when you're looking at their interviews, you're just kind of like, what a fucking bitch. I don't fucking like her. And then it's just like, okay, is this really who she is? Or is this like an act for like PR? Or is this like, you just don't. And then you're just like, you know what? I grew out of this shit. I don't like her last album. Her first album still hits. But like now it's like, I don't like who she is as a grown woman. I don't like her as a mother. Like, I don't like her as, I mean, I don't know.
I don't. For me, again, listening to the songs, I guess I always thought or knew that that's not what they were living. Because
Mm.
there's no way that you're talking about killing someone and then you're still out in the streets and you're making music about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's also in Spanish. Like a lot of the famous or the more known songs are from like people talking about cartels and cartel leaders. And it's like that's not what happens in real life. You don't get to talk about them and live. They'll come to your house and behead you. But all of that, of course, I was like, see, I knew it when Milli Vanilli got caught lip syncing, and not just lip syncing, but then when the whole story came out that it wasn't even them writing the songs or singing the songs or any of that stuff, then it was like, see, I knew it. I knew that all this was fake, not just from them, but from other artists. And then I don't know. I guess for me too, it was like it was kind of annoying how artists would sound the same. All their music and all their songs sounded the same to me.
Oh yeah, where
Like you could listen to Mariah Carey and know that you're listening to Mariah Carey because it all sounds the same. So regardless of what she's singing about, it still sounds like her. And then so when she covered a song that wasn't hers, I was like, oh, okay, cool, like it's hers, but I didn't know that it was a cover.
yeah.
Like there's been songs that I didn't know were covers because obviously I wasn't either I wasn't alive or I didn't listen to. I think there was one came out today, right? Wasn't it like Dolly Parton was singing something?
Mhm.
I will always love you. So she did that
Yeah.
song, and then Whitney covered it.
Yeah.
Okay, so see, I didn't know that. I thought it was Whitney's song this whole time. But yeah, it was just and I always thought it was because I never really looked into celebrities.
mm.
So I always thought like
You're like music
I
is
don't care.
music.
Yeah, but then I don't know exactly when it happened. I guess Tupac for me was he would change up his styles. Like you could listen to I don't want to say a ballad, but like Dear Mama wasn't a rap song to me. It was more
Mm.
like a love song to his mom. So it was like you could listen
Poetry.
to yeah. So he would change up his style and yeah, you could hear the song and be like would recognize his voice,
Mm.
not be like oh that's a Tupac song because he would change up his styles a lot. So I was like all right that's cool like that's an artist that I can listen to in any occasion.
Mm.
So I think for me it was him first, and then I think Bone Thugs would do the same thing. But again, you could hear a Bone Thugs song and know it's them,
Yeah, because they harmonize
and it's the same
and
type of
rap.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess I never really looked into them that much into artists like that or celebrities at all. So
I was a lonely ass kid and I had a lot of time on my fucking hands and like it was just always music for me as a kid. So like I would study the lyrics and yeah, like just I would hear like different types of instruments in the beat. Like
oh
that's how close I was to music.
that I can relate to. Like I think it was yesterday too that I was telling you like when we're driving I could hear beats on the road. I could hear like if the you roll down the window and it squeaks a certain way. I'm
Mm.
like, oh, you can make a beat out of that. But I don't know.
Yes.
So sometimes listening to a beat or an instrumental, I can find more in that than into a whole song.
Yeah, like when I hear like a rap song, and for me, if I listen to it like real hard, I can hear like a Christmas song. And I'm like,
Yeah,
there's a Christmas song underneath this shit. And then they just, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
they needed something and then they're like, oh, let's throw in this instrument and this instrument.
yeah,
I mean, I could be wrong, but I hear it.
yeah.
Like, and I can't help but hear it. And it's like, it's louder. It's louder than the rest. But yeah, I don't know. It's just my favorite music artists is like, I'm just, yeah, I feel like social media is like too much. Like now there's artists that like I grew up listening to and I'm just watching their fucking drama unfold on Instagram live or like these bullshit fucking interviews that they do on YouTube or like shorts that make that they only clip the outlandish shit and then you're just but it's like clickbait, it's like making you want to like, oh my god, I can't believe they said that. I gotta check out the entire interview. And then come to find out it's some bullshit. Or like it was like really nothing, or it was just a reaction. But it's like you watch their again, you like for me, I'm all about like reading a face or like reading their body language or like how they talk with their hands and they got all these fucking nails and rings and bracelets and they just want to make some kind of sound and it's like fucking annoying and it's like bitch you came up in the 90s where the fuck that kind of attitude come from, but it's all about being extra, it's all about being like over the top and being bougie and it's just like man you guys all bit onto that bullshit and it's like that's not who the fuck I grew up listening to. Like it's all it's a shame that these grown ass women and men, like they all fed into this social
Social
media,
media,
and it's like, yeah, I think you guys need like coaching again.
life coaching.
Not life coaching, but like, because when I was DJing, like we had like a media coach. Like we were coached to not say or but I say it a lot.
Like,
Yeah, so yeah, and like how close or how far like a microphone. Oh my gosh, Stephen. Or like when you talk to someone, like they were like, oh, like talk to them and don't forget the camera, or like keep the eye contact.
mhm.
So like I had that kind of coaching before. So I mean, I don't know, these I don't know, they're just, they all, I don't know, I'm seeing them fall apart like right in front of me, and it makes me sad. And it sucks that when I get messages like, oh, like, somebody, like some celebrity rapper, actress is going live, like I want to watch, but then I'm like, I'm not gonna like what they're saying or how they're acting, or like the things they're gonna talk about, or like political shit or some drama shit. And then I ask myself, like, what would make me like happy to watch? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't click on none of that shit. I don't like if there's a artist that I like or a show that I like, I'm not gonna go and follow their social media. I did do that on Twitter back in the day, obviously, but I thought I was disappointed when they would go on there and talk like whatever was on their mind. I was like, I don't care about what you're going through. Just tell me when your next album's coming out. Show me like a snippet of your next song or something. I don't care about your real life.
Oh
Like
my
I never
gosh.
followed them to get the inside scoop on who they were or what they were doing. I didn't care about none of that. So then when I noticed that that's what social media was about, like celebrity social media, or to stay relevant, then I was just like, yeah, I don't care about this. So usually I wouldn't keep following them.
Yeah, I kind of get that to an extent. Like, I don't care about the new shit that they bought. Like, oh my god, I'm sitting in my new Range Rover, and it's like, okay, cut it off. Like, like just to brag about the shit that they got, or like to show off like their big house that they're in, or like, oh, I'm on vacation again, or like I'm in, some country, or like, I mean, like I don't care about the what their money's getting them. That shit's annoying, because that's what everybody thinks social media is for. Like you're supposed to flex your purchases and like the food that you're eating and how much your food costs, or like, you know what I'm saying? But
So what
like,
is social media for?
yeah, I would say updates on what makes you this famous person, well-known person. And like, I mean, I don't know, that's what I thought it was for too. Like, oh, you're letting us know about your new album, or that you're an artist, but like you're going to be in like someone's movie, or like, shit like that. I did think that it was for, but now it's like a deeper dive
Oh,
into the
yeah,
artist's real life.
yeah.
But it's like, for them it's like, oh, I'll be a lot more relevant if I was in a reality show. That way it's more drama, more to keep up with, more to do on IG, TikTok, or whatever. So of course they are using it for that, but I don't even know what I would want to see. Like,
Or has there been a celebrity that you followed from the beginning till the end, or until now, or was there something that they did or said that you were like, yeah, I'm out, I can't do this anymore?
Um, it would have to be like them flexing vacations, like flexing their purchases. Like, oh, look at this
Well,
new
has there been
Gucci
an
bag
artist?
that I got. Like, and it's like that's all you turned on the light for. It's not like, I mean, I don't know what would get me to like stay. I think it would be like I want to see like the good that they're doing. Like if it's like volunteer work.
Yeah, but then when they do that, then there's people like me that watch it and they're like, oh, they're just showing off. Like, why do you have to broadcast about the good things that you're doing? Why do you have to film yourself giving money to the poor? Why do you have to do that?
So would you rather them throw them money at a charity or to like be at the charity like actually like doing something? And the thing that would get me interested is if they did like not just handing someone like a bottle of water and being like, "Oh yeah, I did charity work today." Like I'm talking like yes, like you can be glammed up, in a baseball hat and like a t-shirt. You can have some like skinny tight jeans and like not being high heels, but like you could still look cute or whatever doing charity work and like actually like physically like doing something. And then the thing that would get me real interested is if like the next day, like them not complaining, but like, damn you guys, like my body hurts, like I'm sore, but good news is that we raised this much money and it's all going to this. And like, just give us more things about the organization. And like, oh, I'm gonna sign myself up for this, and oh, I'm gonna be there. Or like another thing too is if there was like a singer and they have like all their other friends, right, that sing, and them being like, oh, we're gonna be hosting a like a like like a church, or like what do they call it?
Charity drive,
No,
fundraisers,
sermon. What is that? Is that sir?
sermon for
What?
church.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
so
But they do it live, right?
uh,
And like they're reading, or like they're like, okay, this is what we're gonna talk about, like for I don't know how long they're gonna do it, but like if let's say Mariah Carey went in there and was like, and she's saying like the gospel, and like everybody's singing along, like, you know what I'm saying, like shit like that, I would like to see, like I would be there for it and be like, wow. But then again, it's that question,
are
is
they
it an
doing it?
act?
Yes. So I guess, well, I can't I can't start a sentence without saying I don't care. I
I know
don't
you don't care.
care.
Sorry, babe.
But no, 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 no. But if a celebrity is gonna be in a place where it's like for charity and they want to really help this charity, I think promoting it enough, or at least mentioning it. If you're gonna do a live, be like, hey, tomorrow we're gonna be here. We're gonna help this organization or whatever it is, and then. But I've also seen where celebrities just go and they do it, and then it's the people that are there, like the I don't want to say fans, but I guess the fans that show up and they're just like, oh shit, like I'm just gonna throw a random name. What's his name? Something Mario Lopez. Let's just say Mario Lopez is at a place and they're like, oh shit, he's here, and they go live or they take a picture and they're like, oh, he's here, like come down and stuff like that. That seems more legit than for someone to be like, oh, we're gonna be here. It's all a PR stunt. Because
Mm,
I don't know if it's a real thing, but I know that the Kardashians always get shit for it. But they've done see, but they don't use their social media to promote it. They're not
yeah,
like saying we're
no.
gonna go to the mission. We're gonna do this. It's all for their show. So is
Hmm.
it really because they want to do it, or is it because of the show? Because like I don't know. It it's almost like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. But at the same time, you should do it anyway. But I think all that kind of died with Paul Walker. all the like the true heartfelt I want to do something for the community died with him.
Oh
I think
yeah, you
everybody
told me about
now
that.
after that, everybody just does it for the attention, or they like I said, they videotape themselves giving out money to people and shit like that, and it's like just do it because you want to, not because you want to be on live or whatever.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I wouldn't know what I would want to see a celebrity do. I guess be a real human being. You know, I honestly I like to watch who was it? It was Nikki Nicole when she would post videos or she would post lives of her going to the gym. And I like that because you actually saw her struggling
Mm,
to like get a position right. Like of course she had a trainer, but like the trainer was like, "Hey, if you guys are doing this like what she's doing, this is how you correct it." And like it wasn't like they were like gatekeeping or like, "Oh, this is exclusive stuff that you got to pay for." It was like live tips, and then she would actually like publish the videos so
mm,
that, you know, and she was always like, oh, this video is gonna be up and available to anybody that wants to get their shit right.
mm,
Like I like watching people work out because again, you're watching them struggle. Like, you know, like their positions aren't gonna be perfect. Like you got trainers that are correcting them. And um like there's some celebrities that work out holding their breath and then the trainer's like,
mm.
don't hold your breath, you
Yeah,
know?
crazy.
And they're just like, oh, and then they're just like, oh, I'm trying to, you know, drink this much water. So like you're actually like seeing them like I don't want to say oh I want to see them struggle, but I just want to see them like
Be
okay, like
human.
you're one of us, like
Yeah,
you're.
you're relatable.
And the ones that I liked, I can't think of her name right now, but she always like took everyone with her to church. And like it wasn't like she was on the podium or she was the front person singing, and you know, like she was just with the people.
Hmm.
And she wore like regular clothes. She wasn't wearing like a big ass fucking Sunday hat, you know, sun hat. um and I like that. Like it was just like, oh, okay, like she's one of the people, and she was. Yeah, of course, there were people that were like, "Hey, can I get a picture?" But it wasn't like she's being, you
Hmm.
know, like being loud and getting attention and shit like that. Like I like things like that. But like when they're out like clubbing or, you know, like yeah, that could be like fun or whatever. But like when they're moving the camera around a lot, like I get motion sickness, so I can't watch that. um or you know, I mean, I don't know, it's hard because it is to just promote their reality TV show.
Yeah.
And you know, nobody really wants to talk about how an album was made, or like people they're not really interested in like, oh, I wrote this song because, and they're just like, yeah, 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 we just want to hear the song.
So, do you think the artists that go from whatever made them famous to reality shows to now podcasting, do you feel like they're doing too much? Do you think that they're too open, or they're just going with trends to remain relevant? Is it too much? Do they have to hang it up and just let it go?
I mean, if you're actively like doing a like a movie, or if you're actively like on a TV show, then yeah, I think it is to, you know, kind of like stay relevant. Unless it's like Candy Boris. Like I like her podcast. Like she's one of the housewives. She's one of the members of Escape.
Okay.
Okay. So she has a podcast because she was in a reality show. I don't think she's with the housewives anymore. But she did her podcast because there was a lot of things that Bravo was clipping out from the actual show. So Candy will go on her podcast and be like, "Oh, there's this one scene where we was talking, but Bravo made it sound like that other person had the last word, when we really had the last word, they just cut all that shit out.
Mm.
So she would say things like, "Oh yeah, like we had a 3 hour discussion, but they only put like 3 minutes of that whole 3 hours into like a half-hour episode." So that's why she did it. Because she was like, "Oh, if you guys see this one part where me and so and so is getting into it, this is actually what happened." But they don't show you none of that in the episode. So I don't think for her it's to stay relevant. I think it's more like, this is what you guys were fucking missing. But see, when she came out with that, and then the other members of Escape that don't like Candy, they were the ones that came out with their own podcast, but all they did was shit talk her, but they weren't really talking about like what happened. So people that have like a show or like a movie, and like they do a podcast, like Mayim Balik, I think that's her cat.
Oh,
Yeah, that's her name. I think that's her last name. But like, she's really like she really is like some kind of like a scientist. Like, she really is that in real life.
oh, for real?
Yeah, so that's why when Big Bang, like the first couple episodes, I think Raj, was it his name, Raj? Raj and what was this? Howard. Yeah, when Raj and Howard, they were like, "Oh, we should get Mayim and see if she'll work with us on like." But in the episode, they were saying that, and then here she comes in as Sheldon's girlfriend, but she really is like some kind of like a scientist. So, but her show, in her podcast, she's talking to like Corey, I forget his last name. He's the kid that plays in Stand By Me with the big glasses. And then he played on The Lost Boys, you know what I'm talking about? Okay. She brought him on the show, and they were talking about his book and like all of his abuses. So she brings in celebrities talking about just whatever, but it's like serious topics. So those shows have a lot of information. And then the one Snooki and Joey, like that one's just for like entertainment. Yes. So I think for them it's I don't think it's to stay relevant. I just really think that's how they are. But it's just like just listening in on their conversations. I enjoy those. It's not a shit show. And we know shit shows.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
But those are entertaining sometimes too.
Yes,
At
oh my
least
gosh.
for me right now.
Huh?
At least for me right now.
It is for me, but you won't drop me an episode yet.
Yeah. It's traumatic, babe.
Yeah, but I don't know. I hate to see my favorite celebrities. I don't think they're going downhill. They're just coming out with content that I don't know. I just think it's too much of the trend that I care less about.
Yeah. Well, that's why when you tell me like, oh, so and so has a podcast and so and this and that, I'm like, everybody has a fucking podcast right now. Leave it for us, the irrelevant people.
Yeah, I heard that Paris Hilton's coming out with a podcast. I mean, I'm kind of interested. Like, I am, but
why? She's a racist piece of shit.
Is she racist? I didn't know that.
Yeah, she says the N-word all the time.
With the hard
yes.
E? No way.
Yes. Who recently said that she called him that? I forgot who it was, but they said it recently. And somebody else that was with them, they were like, "Oh yeah, she says it all the time. She doesn't care." Was it a guy? I don't remember.
Okay, question. Do you believe... Okay, I'm not saying, because I haven't listened. This is new information that I did not know about her. But, like, do you believe in people changing?
Yes. I don't think she's changing, though.
You don't think she's changing?
No.
Or that she's changed? I only asked because...
Somebody got slapped by her.
Recently? Like, recently?
Well, they recently talked about it, but I think it happened a while back. but I don't remember if it was a man or a woman that said that she slapped him and called him the N word, and then the other person was like, "Oh yeah, she says that all the time," and then they were like, "Yeah, like it almost didn't bother them anymore because it's like, oh yeah, that's not news. Everybody knows that."
Huh. I did not know that.
Yeah, but I forgot who it
Oof.
was. Wasn't it? No, it wasn't Jaguar. Maybe it was Jaguar.
Jaguar, right?
Yeah,
Oh, what?
maybe it was her. But whoever she was talking to was like, "Oh yeah, that's
Like
not."
she's always been like
Yeah,
that. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, I didn't know that.
but yeah,
Yeah, I think everybody's like, most celebrities like low key like that, like racist. Just to stay relevant, they have to keep their mouth shut about it. Maybe I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
don't
Allegedly,
know.
but I heard that she was coming out with the podcast. And I only got interested about it because I think she's like gonna talk about her traumas.
Mm.
But like, tell us about the hard ER. Like, we want to know about that.
Yeah,
But I don't know. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I've heard that about Britney Spears, but I wasn't sure about that either. Yeah, we just don't
it's
know.
more than likely true.
Mm, I don't know. But I guess that's it about celebrities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sleepy.
Are you?
Yes.
You downed your drink.
Yes. And my water.
I should be drinking water too.
Water.
I
Are you
should
gonna
drink
drink
some
your last shot?
water. I don't know. I brought two just in case, but I don't know if I want it.
I just want to like kick back. I kind of have like a small headache.
Still, or it
Yeah,
came
a
back.
little bit. Oh, it's just there. Like,
It never went
it's
away.
lingering. Huh?
It didn't go away earlier.
Mm-mm. I thought it would after I ate.
Uh,
Yeah. But I need to figure out my nephew's Easter gift.
we need to figure out what we're doing tomorrow.
I gotta make potato salad. So I gotta find a recipe for that.
What? What?
What?
Well, doesn't it just take green onions, celery?
Green onions?
Yeah.
Green onions, celery. Celery and potato salad?
Uh huh.
Oh my gosh. I just know eggs, potatoes, mayo, and mustard.
And green onions
No, I never
and
heard of that.
celery. Well, you love my mom's potato salad, and that's what she
Yes, oh
does.
my gosh.
That's what she puts in it. Yeah.
It is so fucking good.
Yes, it is.
I still gotta make that chicken.
What
And that's
chicken?
a second pack that we got.
Oh my god.
I
It's
know.
still
And
sitting there.
yeah, this girl has not been cooking.
Oh no.
I have not been cooking. I've been making some bomb ass sandwiches though.
Yes.
Are they bomb ass, babe?
Yes.
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 Fucking good. But you know what would have been really good with that? Pickles.
Onion.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And tomatoes.
Oh no.
Fresh tomatoes.
You know what? Today, that sandwich, that sub that we had this morning, it had hot tomatoes, and I was like, yeah.
Did you try it?
I ate the whole thing.
Wow.
So I ate 4 hot tomatoes.
Nice.
Now,
See, it's not that bad. You ate
I mean,
it.
it wasn't bad, but
You would have still preferred not.
fresh tomatoes, yes.
Oh my gosh.
It was too soggy.
No, they're not.
Yes,
They're
they were.
delicious.
I mean, it was
They're
good.
delicious like that.
It was good, but
I love a sloppy ass fucking sandwich. Oh my god. Yes. Yes, you stop. Rob had sloppy ass tacos the other night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see?
Sloppy taco.
See? Raise your hand if you guys like sloppy joes. It was just like that, but they were tacos.
I can deal with sloppy falling apart tacos, but I
Yes.
cannot have my fucking burger fall apart.
Oh, I love it.
No.
I fucking love it.
No.
Yes.
That's the reason why I stopped eating Whoppers a long time ago.
Oh hell no!
I went to that one on Alameda, the one that we went to when we're in LA. I went to that one and I had a fucking Whopper and it all fell apart and I was like, that's it. I'm not coming back here no more. And I didn't until you came around. That's when I started going back to Burger King. And I still don't eat their Whoppers. Have you noticed? I don't order the Whopper.
Oh my gosh!
She's like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, we just had breakfast. And have you had like a chicken sandwich from there?
Oh my gosh, babe. What's my order? What's my go-to order from BK?
Oh, the Western.
From Burger King?
Yeah.
The Western.
They have a bacon Western just like they have
But
at
what's my
Jack's.
go-to?
Your go-to?
The one that I always get when we go to BK.
I don't know.
Right now that they have the duos, what do I get? What's my order?
The bacon cheeseburger.
Oh yes. And the other one?
Chicken.
Yes.
Chicken sandwich. Oh my god.
You're like, have you ever had the chicken sandwich? That's all I get.
No, I meant there.
What do you
There
mean,
at the one that you're talking about in LA.
Oh yeah.
That's the one I'm asking. Like, you had a chicken sandwich from there?
Yes, but it was the Whopper, the one that did me dirty.
Shit.
That's the one that fell apart.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had mayo and all the tomato juices like all over my face.
Mhm.
Yum. Hey, yeah. It's fucking good. Yes.
Whose slogan says that? Oh,
What?
Carl's Jr., right? They're like, if it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face. That's their slogan.
Yes. Remember they used to hire celebrities
Yes.
to bite their sandwiches and then like their signature was the ketchup falling on their
Yeah.
shirt? I remember Kim Kardashian did that one.
Yeah. Yep.
But we know that bitch don't eat there.
No. They eat In and Out all the time.
No, they eat salads all the
Salads
time.
and In and Out. Salads, cookies, and In and Out.
Cookies?
Yes, you've never noticed their cookie arrangements?
No.
Especially Chloe. She has this big ass cookie jar, and it's all like swirled. Like she puts her cookies to where it's all swirling up.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I'm like, I like cookies. I like cookies.
I don't know. That's too plain.
What's too plain?
Cookies?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, I love
Oh.
cookies.
No, I
Oh my
meant
God.
like for them. Like that's too basic. They have like nothing on their countertops.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, where the fuck are all your appliances? Like, I don't know. It's just dumb.
And their cabinets.
Mm,
Well, they don't cook anyway, so
true that.
they don't need
I have too many
appliances.
appliances. I need more counter space.
You think so?
Yes.
What?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. You?
I'm good.
You're tired, huh? Alrighty then.
He's like, gross.
No.
He just ran away from me, you guys.
No, I didn't. I'm like, babe, it's bedtime. Come on.
What time is it?
I can't tell you.
Oh my gosh.
I can't tell you, babe.
It's like 11. It's
11
11:11.
No.
What time is it? Oh shit! I was so close. It's 11:10, you guys. Oh shit! Damn, I'm good.
I was like, no, wait another second.
Second.
Yeah, babe. There's some
Yeah,
family
babe.
trauma or family drama starting up in my family. Right
Oh
now.
no!
That's what has me all in my
Oh
phone.
shit! I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Let's go ahead and cut this off, and you can go deal talk with your family?
I can't. I don't have service.
Well, use my phone.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. You gotta take care of things at home.
Quick question. Well, it has
Yes.
nothing to do with me. So that's what I was gonna ask. Should I involve myself? Or
No.
because it was mentioned to me, does that mean that I'm involved now?
No.
No.
Don't let it fuck up your high right now.
Should I take another shot?
Oh
another
no.
shot.
If you're going to talk with your family and involve yourself, you're gonna need that other shot. And I'll join you.
With the shot?
No.
If you drink more, are you gonna be good? Or are you gonna have a
Yeah.
hangover? Never mind. And that's how you know she's fibbing when she answers like that. She's fibbing. Yes.
Oh shit.
What?
I just noticed that.
What?
Was my mom's bedroom light on this whole time?
Yes.
What?
Yep.
I thought that was coming from my office.
No, it's been on since we got here.
Holy. And they were gone a long time.
Yeah.
Shit.
Why?
They don't turn on their light and then leave.
Were these on?
I don't remember.
I think she left it on, or they probably left it on. So that
No,
it won't
I
be
turned
too
it
loud.
on. There was no lights on when we got home.
At all?
That's why I'm like, why was that one on?
Oh, well then you turned it on?
I did not. I don't go in their bedroom and turn on lights.
Oh, well then that one was on.
When we got home?
As soon as I came in, I noticed it because the lights were never on.
Question.
Yeah,
Do you think our children came through the mics?
I don't know.
I feel like they did.
Maybe. Watch us over here talking to nothing. Watch
I
it
know,
not be
watch
recording.
it's all cut off over there. Holy
Shit.
Yes. Well, what are we doing tomorrow, babe? I know I gotta go to the pharmacy.
Okay, what
I
time
need
are
to
you
do
planning
that.
on going to the
No
pharmacy?
idea. When I wake up from this
Okay, so
miracle.
at 12. She woke up late today after yesterday. Even though we went to
Yes.
bed early.
Yeah, we did.
Semi-early.
Yeah, I woke up feeling gracious even though I threw up twice.
Sleepyhead. Yeah,
I
woke
fucking
up.
felt well fucking rested.
I came out here, I drank my coffee, was talking to mom, was watching TV, and then you woke up and I'm like, hey, sleepyhead. You woke up almost at 11, almost at 1, no?
12.
12,
It
yeah.
was 11:55 when I walked out the bedroom.
Yeah, because it was 1 when we were out there eating.
Mm-hmm.
I only know because your alarm went off. It goes off at 1.
Yeah, that's nice.
Well, I don't know. You have things.
I
that you
gotta
need
make
to-
2 returns tomorrow, actually 3.
That's what I was about to say.
Gotta go to the pharmacy, pick up 2 bottle caps and some eye drops.
Eye drops.
And I don't know if you want to do Amazon. If not, then we'll just come back down this way and try to find some work because I got zero dinero. Dinero.
Cero dinero.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm almost there too.
No.
I'm almost broke.
Mm-mm. Who wants pictures of my feet? My feet.
Let's finally start the OnlyFans.
Yes.
Finally.
Mm-hmm. Drop it in the comments if you guys want a link. It's a special link.
No, don't do it. Nobody ever comments, and of course they're gonna comment for that.
They're gonna be like, we don't want Audis, we want Robs.
No.
I'm gonna pimp Rob out. I don't
No.
fucking know. for snacks.
For snacks. I
For
love Snacks
snacks.
69.
I love Snacks 69.
Look that up, everybody.
Mr. Snacks.
Mm, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Type into your browser. I love Snacks 69. See what comes up. That's Audie's secret name. Not so secret anymore.
I love Snack 69.
Yeah.
Oh
What was it? The anonymous giraffe? Was it giraffe? Oh no, dolphin. Was it?
yeah,
That was me. The anonymous dolphin. That shit was funny.
Yo.
Twice. I got that one. It was a random username
Yeah.
generator thing. And I got it twice. So I was like, oh shit. The anonymous dolphin.
What the fuck are we talking about? That's why you were like, get in cave.
Oh, because the guy, he was like something. I don't know what he said, but he was like something. He said I sounded like a man, like a caveman. I was like, Audie, get in cave. And she still didn't know it was me. I'm all flirting with her and shit. She still doesn't know it was me.
I didn't. I was like, okay, thanks.
I know.
And I was like, no thanks.
I know.
When he said that. Get in cave.
Get in cave.
I was laughing my ass off when he told me it was him. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Around my little caveman.
I got my little club in the room
Yes.
with my little sticks. Oh no.
He puts them up here on both sides.
Yes, I do.
And in here,
Yeah.
he sticks them in his nose. Mm-hmm.
Yes, babe.
That's his meeting call.
Yeah.
And here I come running on my knuckles.
Oh shit.
Yes, babe.
And then I tumble into the bed. Oh no.
Shit. I feel good. I feel relaxed. And I needed this.
I felt thirsty.
Mm. You want water?
I need water.
Water. You want one from the fridge or room temp?
Fridge.
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 Yes, babe. Well, thank you, babe, so much for joining me on this episode where you did not give two rats' asses about celebrities.
No. Never have, never will.
Yes, babe. I'll try to keep it to a minimum next
mean,
time.
It's something to talk about because again, like I don't care.
I just talk
when you
about
bring
the
it
bullshit
up.
that they're doing, like cockroach, and like they need a fucking therapist. Yeah, like I just pay attention to like the human behavior of celebrities.
People,
Like
yeah.
I'm not too much into their lives other than like reels that clearly make it obvious, but like yeah, I'm not trying to get into like all their drama stuff other than like how they deal with them. Or like are they fixing it? Are they making it worse?
They fix it with money.
True.
So
But
was I gonna tell you?
sometimes
I was
I
gonna
do
say
find it
something.
interesting. Like the whole Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. I don't know why I find that interesting. Like I'm not into their music. Only well recently it's been Selena Gomez. The Sad Eye song. And then that other one. And then Justin
No,
Bieber's.
you gotta say the name in Spanish.
I don't know how.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Just Sad Eyes. That's all I know.
Say it in Spanish.
I don't know how to say it in Spanish.
Ojos tristes.
Ojos tristes. Tri-
Tristes.
tristes.
No,
Ojo,
say el
ojo.
muchacho.
What?
Say el muchacho
El muchacho
de los
de los
ojos tristes.
ojos tristes.
See, there you go.
Yeah, but
Now you're
I
bilingual.
can't do it anymore.
Say that 5 times fast.
Mm.
There you go. I don't know why when you said human behavior, it reminded me of that night that we went to eat at the casino
Mhm.
and people got me sick.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys. Oh, I guess in English it's evil eye. So in Spanish is ojo. I don't know why in English it translates to evil eye, but in Spanish
Mm.
they don't have to wish ill on you, but if they so in our culture it's believed that if somebody finds you, if somebody's curious about you, well, it happens with babies more because maybe I reminded them of a baby or something. I'm like, oh, but anyways, so with babies, if you find a baby cute, like you know how you get the anxiety or like you just want to, you know how you touch
Yeah,
them,
how
you're
I
like,
squeak you.
yes.
Yes.
So if you don't touch them, it makes them sick. Like you're supposed to, like, you know how people are always like, oh, do you want to hold them?
Yeah.
If you really want to hold them, you should say yes, because if you don't, it makes the kid sick.
Huh.
But it's not necessarily that you're wishing ill on the baby. It's just that you have that curiosity for them,
Yeah.
and if you don't touch them or hold them or give it to them,
When if you say
it
no
makes them
because you
sick.
feel like you're bad with kids? Because when somebody like before my nephew was born, they were like, "Oh, do you want to hold him or her?" And I'm like, no, because yeah, like I freak out, and then the baby
What did
senses
you
me, and
ever?
then we're both crying.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's why I'm like, no, like why are you crying? Because they're crying, and it's all my fault. And then yeah,
But you never felt like, oh, I want to hold them
no,
before they
no.
offered. Okay, so it doesn't
But when
count.
they gave them to me, like just giving them to me, and I'm just like, no, no, no. And they're just like, oh, here, and then they
Push
just
their
throw it at,
booties on you.
yeah, they're
Throw
forcing
it at
me,
me.
like, but like I hold them, and
Mhm.
like they take pictures of me, and then when they show me the picture, they're like, oh, you really know how to hold a baby, and I'm like, I don't want to drop him, like I'm scared.
Yeah.
But
You don't just hold them like this. Like, what's her name on the
yes.
like cat on the show?
Yeah, she was like,
I know. Bless you.
yes, yes.
No. Well, anyway, so they believe that if you find a baby curious or whatever, you're curious about something, you should approach them or talk to them or whatever. Otherwise, they get sick. So I feel like those three people that were staring at me made me sick. I didn't feel it in the moment, but then when we got home, I was fucking drained and I
Yeah,
slept a
he
lot.
was.
I slept a lot, which is not normal if I don't drink.
I was so fucking glad he was sleeping.
And she's like, "Oh, he's so peacefully sleeping." I'm over here fucking battling for my life. Yeah.
I know he was telling me the other day that other night he was struggling to breathe,
Yes.
and I'm just like,
Wasn't it that night?
"Aw, I'm not petting him." Like, "Aw, he's
He's so
sleeping so nice."
yeah.
And
He's
he's like, "I
honestly.
couldn't breathe." I'm
Yes, I
like,
think it was that night.
"Why?"
I think it was that night.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because I told you that I felt like somebody was holding me by my neck.
Yeah, there were a couple times where I would like cough in the middle of the night, like I was choking,
Hmm.
and then Rob, are you choking? No, no, I'm not choking. But yeah, I'm choking to death. And yeah, and I was telling Rob that I saw faces when that
Mm,
happened. So, but yeah, when he was telling me about that, I was like,
yeah.
holy shit. Well, I caught one of them looking at you. It was a man. And he was looking at Rob for like a long time. And then his eyes shifted to me, and I was staring right at him. And we locked eyes for a long time until he rolled his eyes and like looked the other way. And I'm just like,
Why would he roll his
motherfucker.
eyes?
Because like, I mean, I don't know. I think men like him, like they're just like, oh, this is stupid. Having a staring contest for what? And it's like, you're checking out my dude. The fuck? And then you're rolling your eyes like some bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. But yeah, we locked eyes for like a long time, and I knew I wasn't looking away. But
I'm
he
over here
rolled his
ordering my
eyes and then
fucking
he like
burger
looked
and
away.
shit.
Huh?
I said I'm all over there in my burger, not even paying attention to nothing.
Shit. I I don't want to be like I'm protective of you, but like I don't like when people stare. Like when they over stare. It's like, are you a fucking kid? Are you a child? Because kids stare.
Mm-hmm.
Kids just stare. They don't know what the fuck they're looking at.
Yeah.
But like you have a grown ass man
Yeah.
and I'm just like, dude.
It happens a lot more than I notice.
Like, yes, I know my man's fine as fuck, but you over there sitting with the dude and two other bitches. Like, why the fuck are you looking over here over your shoulder? Because
Yeah.
he had his back turned to us.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, why the fuck is he looking over
Oh
your
shit!
shoulder?
Yeah, I did see him looking, but I thought he was looking at a machine.
No, he was looking at you.
I didn't fucking notice that part.
Yeah, and then he looked right at me, and I'm like, mm-hmm. Yes.
How am I trying to use you to hide away from that other chick that was staring at me?
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
shit
"Fuck,
was
can I fucking
fucking.
eat in peace?"
That shit was crazy.
And I had to move this way because there was a lady on that side that was staring too, and I'm like, I don't feel comfortable right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, babe. You
And
should have told me.
and
I would
then
have turned around and smacked the both of them.
No, I'm not trying to cause a scene. I'm just trying to enjoy my meal and not have to worry about crap.
Yeah, and then you got sick.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a stomach ache or anything like that. I just felt bad. Like I'm never cold. So the first thing was when we got home, I was freezing and I covered up, which I never cover up. So I was covered up and then I slept through the night. I woke up and I felt like hungover and we didn't drink. Remember, because we were gonna drink. We've been talking about drinking.
Yeah,
So
we just never did it.
I woke up and I was like, why do I feel hungover? I feel weird. And then I went back to sleep. I had a weird dream, and then when I woke up, I still felt like just yucky. Felt like hands were on me, and then that's when I told you that I felt that somebody was holding on to me by my neck, and I was like, "This doesn't feel normal. It's not like a normal. Oh, I don't feel good."
Mm.
It was a weird thing, and it didn't go away until like midday or something. I was just like, I don't know what the hell that
Oh,
was.
you know what I just heard? I just heard someone being like, yeah, that's me. I heard someone say that.
Female?
Yes, of course it's a female. And we know who the fuck it is too. But I just heard that right now.
Is it the same female that came through that night?
Yes.
Oh, great. Yeah. I was so paranoid.
Disgusting.
Well, yeah, I was so paranoid, and
Yeah, he was. And I'm just like, why the fuck would you say that? And then he didn't tell me till like we were out of there.
well, because I couldn't talk over the loud. They
Oh,
have
well,
live
true.
music, so
Yeah, they had live music. And I was like, what? Huh?
yeah, because I was I was just there, and all of a sudden I got that thought in my head, like, what if she's here? I just felt like
Yeah,
she
she's
was
that
there.
fucking creepy. And
I
bitch, you
was
know
like,
who the
oh
fuck you are.
fuck,
And motherfuckers that are listening, you know who the fuck we're talking about.
maybe.
No, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was icky, creepy, and
Yes, I did feel
disgusting.
dirty the next day.
It's like, ew, do something with yourself. Yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't a good feeling because, yeah, like, again, I mean, okay, maybe I am like protective over you, but like, I don't think it's like an obsession. I just think like like you have such good energy that everybody wants and they see it and they sense it from you. And these people, they don't know you, but they're seeing or feeling something from you, and they're not just attracted to it, but they want like a piece of it.
Hmm.
And that's where I feel like fuck no, you're not taking anything. You're not gonna drain him. You're not gonna take it from him and use it for your own shit because you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they really wanted a piece of you, they would be like, hi, how are you? Or, you know, like, just be kind about it, not stare you down and take it from you through the evil eye. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's where I feel like, okay, I see what that fucker's doing. That's why when he was looking at you, I knew he sensed me looking at him, and then he shifted his eyes at me, and we're just like,
Yeah.
and he fucking, yeah, like he fucking knew. That's why he was like, and he like looks away. That's how he did it.
Mm.
So
You know that happened at the that Lynn's. We went to Lynn's.
who did that to you?
I don't think you saw him because it was me
Was
and
it Peter Pan?
no, it was
Okay, it
when
better not be Peter Pan. I'll knock his ass flat.
no, that guy was annoyed with me because I kept saying,
He was
"Yeah, this
annoyed with
one."
all of us.
I was like, "Yeah, it's
Yeah,
us."
because
And
we
he's
were
like,
bugging
"No."
up. We were making his ass work, and we didn't leave him no tip.
Yeah, I
Anyway, go
forgot
ahead.
about that, but no, whatever. No,
Excuse me.
nothing. It was when
Whatever.
me and mom went down to get more food,
Yeah.
and I think it was when yeah, and I grabbed this plate full of broccoli, and this guy came behind me. He was like, "Ooh, the broccoli looks good," and I was like, "Well, I left some for you." Oh no, I said I left some because he looked at it in my plate like, "Oh, that looks good." I was like, "I left some over there." He's like, "Thanks, man," but he looked like this bodybuilder dude and shit. I'm like, "Oh no, he's gonna take my broccoli." Let me go.
Oh shit!
The
I would
broccoli
have
dude.
threw my whole plate.
Like, here you go. I bought it for you. No, it's mine.
Yeah.
Get your own broccoli. Yeah, I turned around and see this big ass bodybuilder looking dude, and he's like, "Oh, there's some nice broccoli." I'm like, "There's some over there." I was scared and shit. Don't take my bush.
You better stop.
Fuck it, you know what? It's been sitting here. I'm just gonna drink it
Mm.
if I can open it.
Yeah, he's opening his second shot. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I need water though. I need something.
Oh yeah, I'll get you your water. I'll go get it.
But yes, thanks, babe.
Yes, you're welcome. I need water too. More water. Well, I hope my mic don't cut out. So I'll set you guys down right here. Hold on. Rob
Yeah,
got you.
I do got you, Pikachu. I used to say chew all the time. Instead of saying you, I used to say chew. I don't know why. Maybe speech impediment. I just don't know how to talk. But
Here you go.
thanks, babe.
Yes, baby.
This one's used.
Is that mine?
I don't know. It's not open. I don't
Well,
know
it's
whose it is.
yeah, my parents. It's probably mine. They don't
None of
drink
you
water.
drink water.
It's mine. Or do you want this one then?
No, it's fine. I can't open it. Like that. Man, sorry for the noise, guys. I'm trying to open this bottle. Bottle. Oh shit, babe.
What?
We never gave them an update on ah shit, I forgot what the hell it's called. Oh, Harry Potter. I finally watched it.
Oh
All seven.
shit!
What was
Yeah,
it? Didn't two of them have two parts to it?
yeah.
So
It was
all
Deathly Hollows. They had a part one and a
so
part two.
yeah. I watched it. It drained the fuck out of me a couple times.
I
Oh,
was
like I'm
like,
so
it
tired.
did.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was cool. I liked it.
Do you have a favorite part or no? Or you're just like whatever? They're all crazy. They all
Uh
got issues.
No, but I liked Harry Potter more than Lord of the Rings. Potato. I like that, but I don't know. It just seemed like Lord of the Rings fucking took forever to get to that part.
I felt like Harry Potter took forever
But
in part 1 and 2
but in
because
every
they were like
episode.
stranded.
But didn't they fight? Oh, I guess no. I guess in part
It
one
was
and two
more
they
like they were
went
like traveling a lot
overland.
and like camping out and like nothing happening. Yeah, I kind of got bored a little bit, but I think what made it interesting was the subtitles because
Yeah.
I was telling Rob that like I watched bits and pieces of Deathly Hollows and I thought it was just one movie. I didn't know it was 2 parts.
Mm,
Um and I told Rob I got uninterested in it because it kind of turned political for me. But it was only
mm,
because I didn't understand what they were talking about and subtitles helped. And I
yeah.
was like, oh, that's what this meant, or like whatever.
Damn, we haven't done a show for a while. We didn't
Huh?
talk about doing House of David too, or watching House of David.
Yeah. Yeah, I kicked that one off, babe.
Yeah, House of David. If you're not familiar with the story of David and Goliath, that's where that came from. And there's a series of it. I think. Oh no, it was on another platform. But there's a series of House of David on Prime, Amazon Prime, and I think the whole series is out now. So if you guys want to go watch it, you should. It's a good one, whether you read the Bible or not. But I don't know. It's pretty cool. I liked it. Babe liked it. She was like, "I want to watch it with you because I don't understand." But there's really nothing to understand. I didn't know the story. I read it recently.
Well, it makes sense to you because you read the Bible.
Yeah,
Me, I'm not allowed to read the Bible.
but I
Not
had
gonna get
never heard
into
it
it,
before though.
but huh?
I had never heard it before. I've heard of David and Goliath, but I had never. I didn't know that it was in Samuel. So when I read Samuel and it was in there, I was like, "Wait a minute, this is where it's at."
I only know of Goliath, but people make him like a heroic figure.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was like a Marvel character. Like people,
Like Thor.
yeah.
Huh.
So that's where I was like, he's real. And yeah, and I never knew of David. I know Moses.
Mhm.
You know, thanks to the Prince of Egypt. um,
Isn't that what we were supposed to watch?
we did watch it, but you weren't into it, and we were trying to. I was trying to get you to watch it in Los Angeles, and you were not paying attention.
What are you talking about? Is
The
that the
Prince
one?
of Egypt, the cartoon.
Is that the one that had the tent?
No,
That's the one I'm
that's
talking about.
that's Disney.
Okay, well that
The
one.
Emperor's New Groove.
Okay, well we were supposed to watch that.
Yes, we were.
Okay, we were supposed to watch a lot of things.
Yeah, but I hope that we can. But I'm happy that we got through Harry Potter because that was like
Yeah.
my favorite that I
So
wanted to
we've
do,
seen
wanted to
House of
watch.
David, Harry Potter. We're watching what's it Call Me Cat or
Call Me
something?
Cat. Oh my gosh, we're bawling our eyes out. Well, I
Babies.
was when Leslie Jones passed away mid season 3.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, I'm gonna start crying again. And then we watch Lucy Shimmer's The Prince of Peace.
Yeah.
And I dropped that link. Where did I drop it? On Audie's Art Struggles. I'll drop it in with this one too. But check it out if you guys have Amazon Prime.
Yes, no, with that one I did cry.
Oh
I'll
my
admit to
gosh.
that.
You didn't cry for Leslie Jones?
No. I mean, it's sad,
Oh my
obviously.
god.
I don't, babe.
I grew up with that guy, so
Babe,
yeah. I
you
fucking
cannot
cried. I was bawling my eyes
get
out.
mad at me.
I was
I didn't
crying.
grow up with Lucy Shrimmers or The Prince of Peace, and I still cried because it was a sad story.
Well, yeah, but like when you watch a show and like you're kind of like seeing them, like a part of them. And like that's who he is. Like if you watch him on, well, we watched him a couple of times on Reba, and then he was also on
Who the hell was he on Reba?
Remember, Van was giving him football
Oh
lessons,
yeah, yeah,
and then he was trying to get a date with Reba.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So he was like on 2 or 3 episodes on Reba,
Okay, I
and
remember.
then he was Karen's enemy on Will and Grace.
Never seen that one. I've never seen Will and Grace.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But anyways,
Am I just heartless then? Because I
huh?
didn't. Am I just heartless?
Yes,
What? You're agreeing that I'm heartless?
yes,
Why?
you just are.
No, I'm not heartless.
Yes, he is, and as he's pinching me right now.
Have another drink, babe. No, I'm not heartless.
No, I
I just
just
like I didn't cry for Matthew Perry, and I grew up with him, pretty much.
well, I think that was more of like a shock than like sadness.
I didn't cry for Kobe either. You know when? Okay, maybe I
Yeah,
am
that
heartless.
stupid ass fucking cry for Kobe.
Listen, what the hell? I know what she's
Go
talking
ahead.
about, not me. I stopped crying after 9/11. No, actually, I still haven't cried for 9/11.
I never cried for 9/11.
I don't know what I was. I was numb, and I was just like,
I don't know what
yeah, it
the
was
fuck they were
sad.
talking about. Because again, I think I talked about this when they said terrorists. I was thinking tourists.
Tourists.
Yeah, they were just like, "Oh yeah, the terrorists are attacking," and I was like,
But sorry, I didn't mean to laugh like
I was
that.
like, "Tourists attacking what? Like they're trying to get into a theme park?"
Oh no,
Yeah, I was that stupid. But
no.
go ahead.
For me, it was just like this is. I knew from the moment I watched the second airplane go into that tower, I was like, this is not foreign. This is not someone else attacking the U.S. This is an inside job, and I knew that. So when they were telling the story of like, oh, terrorists and Bin Laden and this and that, I was like, no, you're fucking lying. There's no way. But of course, so one thing that did traumatize me, or two things that traumatized me that morning, was not seeing the airplanes going to the towers. It was the people jumping from the towers. I would see things because, of
Oh,
course, you could see clear as day. You could see paper falling out of the sky, but then when I started seeing like dark figures and things moving, I was like, "That's a fucking body." So when I saw the bodies falling, and then when the towers fell, and people were saying like there was bombs going off, I was like, yeah, that was a demolition. I don't care
yeah,
what people think or what people say. There's no way that those towers are going to come down because of airplanes. They were built for that. They
yeah,
were built to like withstand that. So the way that they fell, and then building 7, people keep forgetting about building 7. I never forgot about it, and I just knew. I knew that it was fake. Well, not fake. I knew that it was an inside job. So I was like, no, fuck this. And so obviously the bodies falling traumatized me, and then the alarms. I don't know if it was like the fire alarms or the ambulance or the fire truck alarms, but there was an alarm that wouldn't shut the hell up for like 3 or 4 days, and I was just like, oh my god, this is driving me crazy. But I could not cry. I could not bring myself to cry, and even yes, it's sad. Of course, there's thousands of people that died. Millions have died since because of all the chemicals and all the shit in the air, but I don't know why I can't cry. And ever since then, I've noticed that I don't just like I don't know I don't want to say it has to be something big for me to cry, but of course I cried when my grandma died, but I didn't cry when my neighbor died. I didn't cry, and that was like traumatic. That was a violent death, and to watch somebody die a violent death in front of you, it's traumatic, and it should be sad. It makes me sad, but it doesn't make me cry. So then I am wondering, am I just heartless now? But then I'm watching Lucy Swimmers or whatever her name was, and I don't know, I don't know what it was about that. Maybe it's just because she was an innocent little girl and she cares so much, and I don't know why it made me sad. I was just like, yeah, but I don't know.
yeah. I know you didn't cry for Leslie Jones, but like it's almost like you're getting to know somebody, even if it's, well, you're falling in love with the character as the show's going on. So it's almost like you fall in love with their character. And probably a lot of people didn't know of him, especially like the newer generation. But like, the show was made to kind of cater to the new generation. So it's
Hmm.
almost like reintroducing who these people were, because I know Kyla Pratt from the Babysitters Club, the black chick.
Randy.
Yeah, Randy. Or her name, her real name is Kyla Pratt.
Oh, okay.
But like, I've known her like when she was in the Babysitters Club, and she was like maybe like 7 years old or something. So I've seen her like kind of grow up, and now she's just so beautiful in that show. But like, people who didn't know her from the Babysitters Club, like they see her now. But like, you're getting to know their character. If not the character, then like
Well, I know
the
the
actor.
mom. I know the mom in the show, but I don't know her name. I don't remember what show she's come on. But
She was Bubble Boy's mom. Remember we
who?
watched
Oh
the
yeah,
Bubble
yeah.
Boy? Yeah, that's Bubble Boy's mom. She was also the lawyer in Liar Liar with Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's her.
I've seen her then. Yeah.
So what?
What?
No, why did you go like that?
No, I was just gonna say like yeah, they're familiar, but
No,
I
but
don't.
like what I'm saying is that the newer generation, they don't know these people, but like their character is what you're getting to know, and then the curiosity of.
See, now you got me thinking. When the hell did I die emotionally?
See, for
Because
me, like I could watch something like that and then like fall in love with the character, and then you research
I
the
can't do
actor,
that.
and then you start recalling what like their works, like whether it's a podcast or whether like an interview or a book that they've written or something, and like you just, I don't know. I have a lot of care and a lot of sympathy for people. I guess you just don't.
I guess I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, when did I die
I
emotionally?
guess like because like when people die, like like okay, like hip hop artists, like I know who they are, I know their works, I've like seen them like in passing, like at like a club or like a radio station, or because of the job that I had, and like said hello to them once, and when they die, like, yeah, I don't cry, but like I do feel bad, but like if I heard like a song or something, it's more like I'm in disbelief, but I'm not like crying over them unless like I hear their like story, like their full story, or like something that they like if they participated in like something like a charity, and the reason why for doing it, then yeah, I'll cry. Like I'll feel like really bad, and like, oh dang, like they were a big part of this thing, and then like now they're not here. But see, like my spiritual self will like go a lot more deeper, and then that's where like I can like I see more than what was like documented or filmed.
Mhm.
And then yeah, like I'll fucking cry and I won't get over it.
I don't know.
I know you don't know.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like I'm the type of person, like I get attached. I get attached to things and to people. And when it comes to things, I got to sit with things for like a long time. But like with people, it's like I see more to them spiritually, and that's where I'm just like, okay, that's that attachment. You just get attached to them, like Maggie Smith.
Oh, I was gonna say who the hell was that?
Yeah,
I
like
know now.
Maggie Smith. Like, see, I've known her. Oh my gosh, since The Secret Garden, and when the fuck did that come out? And I've known her in Harry
2020.
Potter, Downton Abbey, Sister Act, um, what was it? Hook, Peter Pan. So shit, like I was, and I dreamt like I was attached to her. That's when I had that dream of her dying, and I seen her image in the clouds in my dream, and then next couple of days she died.
Who did you say recently?
Me,
Yeah,
that I said died,
yeah,
a celebrity.
yeah.
Um,
I forgot who you told me.
was it you or me that it was Cheech?
Me.
That was you.
Hmm.
What did I say?
It was recently too.
Hmm?
It was recent. I forgot who you said it. I know it was a guy. I don't know who.
I don't know who now.
But yeah, see, after my grandparents died. I was like, if Vince Scully goes, I'm gonna cry. And then
Who?
Vince Scully, this guy.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But then
yeah.
he died, and I was just like, damn, that sucks. That's sad. But I didn't cry, and I thought I would cry because I grew up listening to him. I love the Dodgers because of him, and he was always there. Like he did 60 years with the same team. And when he retired, I mean that was sad too, but I didn't cry. And then I was like, okay, when he dies, I'm gonna cry, but I didn't.
The hell's wrong with you?
I don't know. We opened Pandora's box, baby. We gotta fucking figure this out now.
Oh my
What's it
gosh.
gonna take to make me cry?
You just don't care, babe.
Is
That's
that
just
okay?
it. No.
Why is it not okay if I don't care?
Because it's almost like you are keeping your walls up for no damn reason at all. Like you're fucking afraid to feel people. Like you're afraid to love and care because you're just like, oh, it's gonna hurt me or they're gonna hurt me. But it's like these are people that are like great. Like they can't really like they can't hurt you. Yeah, they can disappoint you because you looked up to them, but like not to the point where you're just like, you know, like you got to know the difference. Like you got to, I don't know, like how you relate to them. Like not so much how long you've known them. Like you can know someone for so long and then like when they die you just don't feel nothing at all. It's because you didn't have any kind of spiritual attachment or like emotional attachment. Like there was nothing that you had in common with them or like nothing. It's almost like I grew up with like listening to SWV. I think I would cry more if Lily died. If Coco died, I wouldn't give a shit because of the way that she treated her bandmates. But like I relate to Lily only because she was like when her money was running out, like she almost committed suicide. Like she almost threw herself out of the hotel and then she ended up living in her car. And then she started I don't know what the fuck she was doing. I would have to read her book, but like just those things and like how she handles situations and how she was in reality shows and how she dealt with problems and like seeing her viewpoints and her being fair and like SWV being like her group but Coco took over. Like I would feel more sad for Lily than I would Coco. And that's just that attachment that not attachment but like I relate to her story. And she was a main one that I watched more in during her entire career. So like she makes me want to like check out what she's up to.
Hmm.
So when you see her and then like if she were to just be gone, like fuck, like I know that would like fuck me up. Yeah, you don't care. I know you don't care.
Sorry, babe.
But I'm trying to like tell you. But see, I don't think you're getting it. You're just like, in. Yeah, you just don't care. You don't have like you just don't have that, I guess. For me, like I just feel like I feel a lot more in people when I look at them. I know people when I look at them. I know if they're fucking aliens or reptilians. Like I fucking know. But that's I guess you pick and choose.
No.
I'm just interested. Like I get interested in people, and then I like to be attached to people. Like it feels good to me. It's like you and music. Like you like to feel you connect more with music and the lyrics and the rhythm and the beat. But you're just like, okay, X out the fucking artist. I don't give a shit. It's just a voice. It's just a lyric that they're just composing, but they don't like
But that makes it
attach
sound like
themselves to the music, and you probably feel that.
I don't care about people though.
Well,
I
you
do
don't.
care. I do care about people. I feel
Where?
people.
Where?
I care about people. I feel people because I'm empathetic and I hate it. But yes, I do feel people. But I don't know. It's hard for me to cry.
Okay, well then don't cry.
But yeah, you're making it sound like it's an issue now. I don't want it to be an issue. I don't want to be emotionally dead.
Well, I love Leslie Jones. I've loved him for years. So yeah, that's why I just fell even more in love with him, because I've only known Leslie Jones as a feature. And him on Call Me Cat, he was like in every episode, and that was the most I've ever seen him.
Mm.
And I fell in love with him because I'm just like, he needed to fucking, like, when I saw him on Will and Grace and Reba, I was like, this guy needs his own show. But of course it never happened. But that was like, he was like almost, he was next to the lead role. So that was the most I've ever seen of him. He was
Mm.
never like even a best friend in any movie. Like that was the most you've ever seen him perform as an actor. He always played a feature. He was never like that. And that's why I was like, oh my god, I love him. And to see him walk around in stilettos, and like him, like I don't know. It was just like, oh my gosh, this guy. And yeah, come to find out, like he died mid season 3. And then Maya talking about that in her podcast, and I never got to. And then I listened to Reba McEntire's podcast, and he was a whole a feature on that. And then I saved his book, his audio book. I never bought it, but I saved it. So like I just feel like I missed a lot, but like I was all caught up because that was the last thing that he's done in his career before he died. So that's why it's just like, oh my gosh, like it's a shock. And like I fell in love with him in Will and Grace because that was the first time I've ever saw him. It's funny as hell. So that's why I was like, oh my gosh, like it's so sad. Like someone so funny and so talented and so and I was subscribed to him on Instagram before he died. So I was following him on Instagram for the past 5 years. And then I've been seeing what he's been doing on his Instagram. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like he's so funny, and like, oh shit, like. And then I was wanting to watch this show, but of course it was on HBO, and I'm just like, I don't fucking have HBO. And then that was before they became a network that you could subscribe to, because at first it was only for Apple users. That's why I was like, fuck, I don't have an Apple device. So I felt like I would never ever see the show unless I bought it. So like that's why it was like, oh man, like I'm so happy that I got what I got, that we were able to watch it and I'm able to enjoy it. But I've known him forever. That's why I fucking cried. That's why I'm just like, holy shit. And I know I talked about Notorious B.I.G. when he died. I felt like that guy was my brother. Like I felt like I lost a brother, and I was not over it. I fucking bawled my eyes out with Aaliyah, and she's only been fucking famous, like really famous, for 4 or 5 years, and then she already fucking died. And then of course Left Eye, like, ooh, on the TLC tip when they came out with that album, like I study her lyrics and like everything. And they had Crazy Sexy Cool when they came out with their VHS. I was obsessed with that tape. I fucking watched it, rewinded it, watched it, rewinded it. Hell yeah. And yeah, just fucking follow her career and like her features and stuff. And like how she was like lyrically talented and all of that shit. And then when she died, I fucking lost my mind. And then with Pac 2 was the same thing. Like, but it was because I studied like their lyrics and I studied how they worked. And I studied like just whatever article that I could get my hands on as a kid without getting in trouble. Because I would sit at the bookstore and like just read magazines because I knew I couldn't buy it. And I was like, should I rip out this page or not?
I don't know, babe.
I don't know. I got attached. I like being attached because I felt like in some way it's
I'll be back. I'll be right back. Keep talking.
did you mute it?
I tried.
Is it?
It's gonna turn on.
Oh my gosh. Yes. No, but no, like for me, like being, I don't want to say like being attached to something or someone. I think it's more like interest. Like you kind of know a lot about a person by like the things that they like. So I feel like me admiring someone like Leslie Jones, I just feel like he's a lot of my, or he's a lot like my personality. Like the things that he's done or the jokes that he said or like how he is like as a, not just a character, but like the things he does as a person. Like I feel like that's a result of who you are. I don't know. I hope I'm making sense, but like when we were talking about like R&B singers like back in the 90s, like yeah, you kind of like you fall in love with the song, the melody, the rhythm, the words, and then you get that curiosity like, oh, who's this person that sings it? And then you do your research and you read. I mean, I don't know if you guys, I know they fucking don't do this shit anymore. Maybe they do, or I feel like they don't. But like, have you guys ever like read their thanks? Like have you guys ever go to the back of their album covers and like read their gratitudes? And like when you read like who they thank and like the extra stuff, like, oh, I like to thank this person because they helped me with blah blah blah, or like the time that we blah blah blah, or when I said my dreams to this person and blah 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 said this and that, like like you kind of get like a sense of who they are because of like not just who they're thinking, but like the extra stuff. Like, oh, I like to thank this person in my life. They were only ones that believed in me when I was going through hard times, and and you're just like, oh, like they went through hard times. Like you just start to relate to that person, right? um or like when they had like a duet with somebody and their duet like resonates a lot with how you feel about something or about that person or situation. So like I think us, like we tend to carry those things along with us in our lives, and I think that's the reason why, like, when I was little I studied a lot of the lyrics, like especially like rap and hip hop lyrics. Like I would read the lyrics and be like, oh, okay, so that's how, not just how they handled the situation, but how a situation should be handled, like in a smart way, like include all aspects from like different people involved in the situation. And it's almost like they mold us and they shape us into the people that we are today. So I think that when we get attached to like celebrities, or like we see something in them, or we see the value in them that we want, that that we want to be like, they kind of inspire us to be like them in a way. So it's almost like with Leslie Jones, like his type of comedy is my type of comedy. So it's almost like when you're watching Leslie Jones, it's almost like you're watching me. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. And I'm gonna leave you guys off with this. Um, Again, sorry, babe. It is about my ex, but like I remember one argument that me and my ex had, and I compared him to to oh my gosh, what's his name? Sherman. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
Sherman. He's the guy. Oh my gosh, what's that? Show. Where's my phone? He's the guy with Wheezy, his wife Wheezy.
You're asking the wrong one,
Oh
but
my gosh, where's my phone? Have you seen my phone? You
yes,
got
you're
my phone?
charging it.
I'm charging it? Holy shit.
She's so
What's
drunk.
that show?
She's so drunk right now.
No, I'm not. I'm like sobering up right now. But anyway, I compared him to Sherman. And that's not his name in the show. That's his real name. But his wife was Wheezy. Um, moving on up, moving on up. You know
The
that song?
Jeffersons?
Yes, the Jeffersons. Um, I compared him to Mr. Jefferson
Mm,
because he always low key punked his wife, Wheezy.
mm,
And my ex got pissed off because he was like, "You're fucking comparing me to like, like I don't
a
know,
TV
but
character.
huh?"
A TV character.
Right. And I said, "But that's how you're treating me. That's how you're acting." But see, like, I think that because they're the same, like, of course he would idolize someone like him. Does that make sense? So
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like, oh, if you like that character, then you're in some ways you're like them.
Mm-hmm.
So when I watched the Jeffersons, I never watched it for Mr. Jefferson. I always watched it because of Wheezy. I watched it because of his doorman. I watched it because of his neighbors, his son. Like I watched that show not because of him. It's like watching Frasier. I don't watch Frasier for Frasier. I watch Frasier because of his dad, Marty. I watch it because Niles. I watch it because Roz. So like if you could get their comedy, and if you could get like their situation, like the character situation, you just you're each one of those people. And yeah, if one of them like passes away, then you're just like, fuck, like, like it moves you. Like it just moves you because you can relate to their characters, or you can relate to them as a person or whatever. So that's why when, like, I know we talked about this, when somebody says like, oh, I like Lil Wayne, or I like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, and it's just like, okay, so you're trash. You like trash. No way we can be friends. Because their logic is their logic. And it's like, no. Like if somebody says like, oh yeah, I like Mac 10, and it's like, yeah, Mac 10's kind of a tramp, because you kind of listen to his lyrics, but he's an old head now. So it's and then you listen or you watch his interviews now, and it's just like, okay, well, we all slow the fuck down. We all don't act like that anyway. We all quit hoeing. So it's
Whatever.
kind of like you kind of
I
get,
never started.
huh?
Hmm?
You never started? What did you
I
say?
did say that. I said I
What?
never started.
You never started what? Hoeing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go through a whole phase.
Mm-hmm. You gotta stop it. Quit telling lies.
Mm-mm. I was too ugly to be a hoe.
Shit, I was ugly.
Uglies don't get love.
True that.
What was I gonna ask you? So if I was a TV character, who would I be?
Like someone that we know, like a character we already
I
know.
don't know, because you're saying that people take on the characteristics or the personalities of their favorite artists or TV shows or whatever.
Like who would you be?
You're saying that people get influenced by who they watch and who they listen to. So they'll take on that personality. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's like it's almost like a part of who you are.
Okay, so who
If
would
you
I
like,
be?
you don't like nobody, so I don't
So
know.
just myself?
Yeah, I think
Boring.
so.
So I suck.
Stop it. No, I just think like that. Like I've noticed that about human behavior. Like when people like a certain thing, it's yeah, like they kind of put themselves in that scenario or they're just like, "Oh, I could relate to that."
Do you
But it
find
is
it?
kind of tricky though because you and I we know of certain peoples that play hard music and they're like not even hard people. They're trying to pose as that.
Oh, like the ones that play Christian music when they're not Christian?
That too. But like ones that are like yeah, they try to play like hardcore gangster rap,
Hmm.
but they're like I'm leaving the platform and I'm not coming back.
And they're back 2 seconds later.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, hard motherfuckers, they would keep their word. So you're not a hard motherfucker. I don't know. I mean,
So what
that's
you're saying
just,
is that I'm a unicorn.
huh?
You're saying that I'm a unicorn.
Yes. You're magical.
I'm
You're
magical.
magical. I mean, I
Unicorns are
could be
magic.
wrong. I mean, I'm
Do
just
you
drunk over
think
here.
you're just drunk over here? But do you think that that's because that's how you grew up? That that's how you judge people? You see them and you're like, oh, you're like this person from this show, or
Huh?
like you're like Will Smith, or you're like the dad from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Like that's how you judge people because that's what you used to watch.
Um, I don't get what you're saying or what you're asking, but
So like when you meet a person and then they remind you of a character that you've seen on TV, are you like, oh, so you're like a Will Smith type of person, or you're
oh
like,
yeah. And
what the
it
hell is his
eventually
name on the
comes
show?
out. It comes out. It may not come out right then, but like you start to see
But
similarities.
what if they've never seen the show?
Well, then how could I judge them on that? They would have to speak up and tell me like I mean, if we just get into conversation and then they'd be like, "Oh shit, well I like this one thing." Okay, like if somebody said like I like King of the Hill, I'd be like, "Okay, get away from me." Cuz
I like
I
King of the
don't
Hill.
find King of the Hill funny. So you tell me
Damn
what's
it,
funny
Bobby!
about King of the Hill
The
other than the
fact
way how funny they sound when they
I,
talk.
I don't remember their names. What are the dad's name?
I don't know.
What the fuck is his name? Damn it, Bobby! I forgot his name. But
Or
yeah,
like if somebody said that they like South Park, it's fucking racist as a motherfucker. And like it's like nothing's I mean, some of the things that they say is like it's true, but like they say it or they explain it or they work the show in the most disgusting way it is true, but like you're kind of like they're they're saying it in a way that you'll accept it. And it's like that type of shit should not be accepted. But like if
That's like
somebody
Family Guy.
said, huh?
That's like Family Guy. Family Guy is not a show for kids.
Yeah, it's not.
SpongeBob was not a show for kids. It's not even
Yeah,
though
he
it's
was
a
supposed to be like a
cartoon
douche.
form. It's still
He
not
was
for
supposed
kids.
to be like some, yeah, like I don't know, but yeah, kind of like that. Like I was into South Park, like I kind of get it, but when they started being more racist and
Who
to
are they
where it was
racist
obvious,
against?
and then they're like not ashamed anymore.
Who are they racist against?
Token,
Huh?
Token,
I don't know any of the characters.
the black
Oh, okay,
kid,
so they were racist against black people.
yes,
They're
and Native
stereotyping.
Americans, like they were saying our hair is too thick and absorbent that is perfect for tampons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's disgusting. But they're making it acceptable for people to look at other races like that. So and then when they when they had something like a giant clitoris,
I've
see
never
shit
seen.
like that. It's disgusting.
I've
But
never watched a full episode
okay,
of
well
South Park.
that's their content. But if somebody said
He's
like, "Oh,
getting
y'all
mad.
like South Park,"
Just getting mad.
I'm what? What did you say?
I said you're getting mad at me for not knowing any of these shows.
No, I'm just saying like that's well, that's what their content is. So like, why say more if you're not gonna know? But that's what it is. Like they're disgusting. It's racist, and some of this stuff it is true. It is fucking funny. Like there's these two fucking aliens where they're like sucking on each other's shoulders, but it's like like their penises are right there or something. It was so fucking. I was rolling my ass. Like that shit was fucking funny, but like it's so disgusting. Like it's just like, oh my gosh. But yeah, like if somebody said like, oh, I like Family Guy, like to me that's a turn off. The only thing that I like about Family Guy is Stewie and Brian because they're more intelligent. Meg and Peter, like I fucking hate Peter. He reminds me of one of my exes too.
No, no.
Yeah, but that's not the reason why I don't like it. It's just I don't know. Like it's just it's weird. Um but like you get a sense of how people are by the things that they like. So imagine being with somebody. Okay, like what do you find annoying? And then imagine one of your best friends or someone that maybe you had a crush on, if they were into that like all the time, and you're just like, when the fuck are you gonna get over that shit? Like, or don't you get like tired of it?
Mm.
And then they just don't, and then they just become more of that thing that you hate. Then it's like, I can't be with you no more.
We can't be friends.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, it's kind of like this. Like everyone knew that I was in a gang. Everyone knew that I'll like, yo, if you step up, I'll fucking step up. I'm not gonna back down. I'll fucking whoop your ass. Blah, blah, blah. I see. I could talk all of this shit, right? But when I'm sick or when I'm sad or I just want to be alone, I'm on my fucking period. Like I will watch Disney movies. Like I'm talking like princess Disney movies. Like just to be with myself. And like a motherfucker comes up and be like, "Oh, I thought you was this bad bitch, and here you are over here watching Dumbo and Fox and the Hound, or like you're watching Cinderella, and like who the fuck are you? You're not this hard bitch that I knew." Because I had someone say that to me. Oh my god, I fucking kicked his ass out to the fucking curb. I'm just like, you're gonna get the fuck out of my face, out of my house, and out of my life. But see, like for me, it's like that's just my comfort. But I'm not I'm not forcing you to like watch it with me. I like for you to watch it with me, but I'm not gonna force you to like watch it with me. But like that should show you that I have a heart. Like that's really who I am inside. But for them to be like, oh, you being who you are and how I met you isn't really who you like I was playing you. But I wasn't. Like this is a part of me too. This is the part that I think you fell in love with when I was being nice to you and was in love with you. Now you're criticizing me and like how I can be with you and only you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That's why when motherfucker was like, "Oh, you make it sound like like we should be in like in this cottage house and behind a white picket fence," and I'm just like, "What makes you think that I don't deserve that? I do deserve that. I deserve peace. I deserve happiness." Yeah, but yeah, and then there it's just like, no, you don't fucking get it. Like that's a part of me too. And you say that you love all of me, but you don't want to love me this way. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to say?
Nothing.
You're gonna say something.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Why are you so quiet then? You don't know
Listen
what
to
to
you.
say?
I'm just listening to you talk. What?
Mm-hmm. He's gonna criticize me yet. Stay
Mm.
tuned. I don't know. That's just me. I do think I do think people are like that.
People are like, what?
Like they are it's almost like, oh, you are who you hang with. I think you are what you like. Like you are what you grew up with. I think that part is really true, and I've seen it in a lot of people, and I've come across a lot of people in my life. Whether it was DJing, I've met many different kinds of DJs, rappers, singers, musicians, DJ, like DJ hosting, like radio hosts, like people that admire my work, people that I've worked with, whether it's DJing or whether it was traveling or like working at Walmart or Home Depot. How many thousands of people were in my car doing rideshare? Like I've met so many fucking people in my life. Like so many people. And all the stupid asses that know us have never fucking gone or lived the life that I live. And I'm talking like just all types of people in construction, people in the music industry, people in the culture stuff, because I was a Hopi dancer, like I was a Hopi performer, and like meeting people in museums and exhibits, buyers, like designers, like I've met a lot of fucking people to like know how people act or react, or like people talking to you in a business sense, or people that you're working alongside with, to just being by myself and just talking to myself and like getting to know who the fuck I am and what I'm good at and what I'm not good at, what are my strongest suits and what are my weakest, you know e- everything. Like that's why when people try to challenge me, it's just like, man, you're coming at me like you think I don't know anything. So that's why it's like, yeah, you like when I tell people like, yeah, okay, you don't know what type of person you're saying this to, but okay, I'll hear you out. So like seeing how people do business and like getting to know them and like whether they're short with you or they cut you off or like you kind of talk about like, oh, like how was your day, and then you hear how they deal with it, or you're hearing their struggles, or you're hearing what pisses them off, or you hear what makes them sad, or like what stresses them out and what will make them feel better, and then you're just like, oh, okay, well then you sound like the type of person that would like this. Oh my god, yeah, I would like that. And it's like, yeah, well, me too. Or, oh, I know someone, or I myself. No. So, like, that's why human behavior is very interesting to me. That's why I study people, not just as a modern person, me doing modern things and doing modern jobs, but it's the spiritual part of stuff that I know people. And most of the time, I am correct. And I'm not saying that as a flex. It's just I've done so much in my 40 years that I've been alive. I've done so much and I've went a lot of places. I've done a lot of things. I have a lot of skills. So I use that, and that's why I don't spend my time with fuck shit people and people they just don't understand. Like, yeah, you're a fuck shit person, but like, what's up? Hi. And that's all it's ever gonna be. And it's never gonna be anything more than that. But I just think people they don't even know themselves. Like, if they like something, it's like, well, you kind of look like that. Like you kind of act like that, and I can't hang with you. Sure, I give them a chance to like have them prove me wrong, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I can't stand you. Yes, it's because you like King of the Hill. I don't know, but yeah, there's always a chance of me being wrong, and I don't mind being wrong. It's just from my experience, I've noticed people to be what to be what's around them, I guess, or like what their interests are. Like when somebody says like, "Oh, I listen to all types of music." Oh, okay, so you're a mess.
So I'm a mess.
You have a lot of walls up. Well, you had a lot of walls up. Like I feel like people are when they say they like everything, not just music, but like they like everything. They're afraid of having an identity, or like they're afraid that someone's gonna figure them out by that one thing. Like, oh, like I love R&B. Oh, okay, so you like, oh, you have a heart. Oh, you care. Oh, you love love. You love romance. Oh, no, I like that. And then they start to like freak out because they're afraid that someone's gonna like fuck with them, fuck with their heart, fuck with their feelings. But if that's what you like, that's just who you are. Like you believe in love, you love romance, you love a love story. Like what the fuck's wrong with that? But people they get mistreated and mishandled, but like they freak out and they're just like, R&B is not like the only thing and then see they're already putting up that wall. Like R&B isn't the only thing that I like I like other things, whether it's true or whether it's to get you away from what they like, just so you don't figure them out. See, I've noticed that about people too. See, I'm talking too much. What do you got to say? How do you observe people?
I don't care.
I know you don't.
No. I
Sorry
don't know.
for
I just
asking.
no. I feel people. I don't try to read people. Does that make sense? But a lot of people are closed off. So if they're just moping around and shit, and I can help them, I try to. But if they don't allow me to, then I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna keep trying. Or if they're always mad and shit, I'm like, what the hell are you mad about? And they're like, oh, just life. And I'm like, okay, well, stay your mad ass over there.
How about me when I'm mad?
I don't think you're as mad anymore as you used to be. And then yeah, I don't know. I just kind of stay out of your way when you're mad. Like they said, try. You're like, no, I want you to be over here. And I'm like, I don't
Well,
know.
just tell me no and I'll leave you alone. Hmm.
No, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think we're different in that way. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to like know people. And I'll care about people until I know that they don't care about anything or care about themselves or care about me, then yeah, it's really easy for me to let them go. And I can make it to where like it wasn't like nothing happened. And I think that's where a lot of people they're just like, see, I knew you didn't care about me. Like, see, and they use that as a one up, and it's just like, yeah, well, that's how you think it went, but this is how it really went. But you're not ready to hear that, so I just leave it alone. Like
I
I'm
think the older
I'm
I get, the less I care about people.
say what?
The older I get, the less I care about people that don't want to help themselves. I don't know. It's just like people. Some people worry about the smallest fucking things, and I'm just like, if you only knew that nothing matters, but to them everything matters. And then there's people that walk around like nothing matters, like absolutely nothing matters, and it's like something has to matter. Otherwise, then why the fuck are you here? I don't know. There's gotta be balance, I guess, for everything. But yeah, the older I get, the less time I have for people. I don't know if I'm becoming bitter. I don't know if I'm just tired of people's shit. I don't know if I'm just tired of me not being able to do anything for anyone. I don't know.
I think it's more like people make it impossible for you. People make it impossible for you to help.
I think it frustrates me more when I feel like they don't really want help. I think if somebody was to really be, and see, it makes it sound like if I'm saying, "Oh, I can help you, I can fix everything for you." That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm gonna fix anything, but I could probably help you or I could give you ideas. But if a person is just talking shit all the time or crying about their situation all the time, and you give them advice, and they're just like, "Yeah, but I just want to bitch about my issues," and it's like, "Well, then shut up and bitch over there. Like, bitch about it over there." But then that's not what they want. They want to bitch about it to people, and it's just like, okay, I understand that too, but I don't know. It's frustrating sometimes, and it seems like everybody's becoming that way. Everybody's more into. I think it's always been people just care about themselves, right? I think, but now it's being more out there, more amplified. I think people just don't hide the fact that they don't care about anybody other than themselves. And if it doesn't benefit them, then they're just like, I don't care about you. I think people are showing that more. Even just being out, like today when we went out, I could see it in people. I could see it in their faces. I could see it in their expressions, like the way they carry themselves, the way they walk. They just don't care. People don't care anymore. And I'm just like, should I even care anymore? But then you're like, you don't care about shit. So then I'm like, I don't know. Do I not care about nothing? I don't know.
I think people are not allowing us to care. Like cuz it scares them cuz they don't know what it's like. We know what it's like. And for me, like I like showing it. I like expressing it. I like to say it. I like to throw myself on you. Like I hug my parents every day. Like ask them how they're feeling, things like that. And I just think people they're not used to it. They don't want to do it. They just think it's pointless or but it's like, okay, well those are the people that you just got to keep the fuck away from. And yeah, people are confusing. It was like when I told you about Mary and Joseph at at Walmart. Like this lady, Like, we exchanged phone numbers, and before we left one another, I asked her, I said, "Can I have a hug?" And she was like, "Oh yeah." So I'm we're two strangers hugging each other. And then a couple days go by and I'm trying to call this woman, I'm trying to text her like, "Hey, you want to get together for coffee?" Or and she just picks up the phone and she hangs up, and I'm just like, didn't this bitch like lock my number into her phone, cuz she was asking how to spell my name. So like, if she saved my number, she would know that it's me. But I was like, okay, maybe she changed her mind. And I just hit her up one last time and I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna try anymore, you know? But I mean, I won't ever be mad at her, or like, I don't understand, but like, it was a nice conversation. She was nice. I wanted a hug. She looked like she needed a hug because she was telling me, she was showing me like that someone ran into her car, and she was showing me the damage, and I just asked her for a hug. I was like, "Can I have a hug?" And if I ever saw her again, I would not give her any fucking like, problems. Like, I would just be like, "Hey, I messaged you, like, oh, maybe you were, whatever."
Yeah, but what if she starts dodging you because of that? What if she's
Then
just like, oh,
it's not my fault. Like, unless if she were to tell me, then I would be like, "Oh, well, shit, I'm sorry." But if she was straight up like, where I felt like, okay, she's afraid of me or she's dodging me, I would just leave her alone. Like, I wouldn't bug her and be like, "Oh, why?" Like, I wouldn't be like Cat and fucking like ruin everything. But like, it's just, you do what you can. Like, I was trying to be her friend, and I'm just like, "Hey, why don't we have coffee sometime?" And I asked her for a hug, like, "Oh, here's my number. If you need any help or whatever." And I knew what my intentions were. I'm not gonna feel bad for that. I'm not gonna blame myself. And if she's tripping out, then that's her thing. But I'm not gonna feel bad, because she changed her mind, because I don't think it was really me. Maybe she's just not down for friends. And if she didn't have the heart to tell me, I got the point. But she ran into a person that is okay with what the result is. Some people would be like, "Well, fuck you then," or they would leave her a message like, "Oh, I thought you was cool, but fuck you, you old bitch. I hope you fucking get in a wreck." Or, like, there's some people that are like spiteful like that. I'm not like that.
yeah.
But things could have been different for her. But I'm not like that. So unless she tells me, "You know what, you're creepy," then I'd be like, "Okay, well, shit. You should have just said, 'Oh no, thank you,' and I offered coffee." But see, that's another thing people lack, is being honest. Like, people aren't gonna be like, "Oh no, that's okay, but thank you anyway." Like, they're just gonna be like, "Oh no, I got a boyfriend." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
I don't flow that way. Like, bitch, like, you're just Miss Thing over here. Like, pipe the fuck down. But yeah, like, people, they're just not used to kindness. Like, they're not used to, it's like those people that you see on reels. They hold up a big sign saying free hugs, and they just go up to people like that, and they're just like, "Oh my god, it's so weird." And then it's just like, oh my god, like, it just, like, people are so close off. They're so fucking afraid. They all have mental issues, and like, they're just fucking foreign to like kindness. Like, they just don't like it. They think it's creepy. They think it's like weird. And it's like, oh my god, like, get away from me. And it's just like, who the fuck are you running away from? What the fuck did you do? Like, you feel like everybody's after you. Why are you so fucking paranoid? Fuck yeah, bring it in. I want a free hug. Like, See, like, people are just so fucking weird. Like, they're the ones that are weird. They don't want to hug nobody. Like, and when someone hugs them, they're just like, oh, hey. And it's like, fucking hug me. Hold me. Like what I did to you today. I'm like, baby. You told me not to call you bro, but you kind of, you're blowing it up on me right now. So,
No.
like, come on. See, like, people are just, like, they have their walls up for no fucking reason. Like, it's just like, man, they're so afraid of heartbreak. They're so afraid of rejection that they just fucking lash out. Like, oh, I'm gonna get you. It's like, okay, now you're a predator. That's predator behavior. That's psychotic.
Is this live?
No.
Oh, okay. Like, shit.
No, it's not.
Recording. Okay.
Are you okay?
No.
No, if we were live, we would have the chat open. So it's not live. Anything you want to add?
No.
You heartless man.
Apparently.
Yes,
I'm heartless.
it's true.
A bro hug.
Trying to bro hug his wife.
That is not true. What did I have in my hand?
Better not. I don't even know. I just noticed that you didn't wrap your arms around me like how you normally do. And I got booty hurt because I was like, hi, man.
She smacked my hand. Like,
I was like, where does this go? Where does this arm go?
damn it, I didn't cut my claws.
Oh, I know.
I need to trim my claws.
Yes, you do.
Mexican Wolverine.
Yeah, this cute, adorable raccoon just turned into a badger. He's gonna slash me.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add?
No.
My honey badger.
No.
Well, again, thank you so much for joining me on this YRAM podcast episode.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. And I'm gonna cut this off. And I'm gonna nothing.
Is that my blue ball over there?
Let me feel it.
Touch it. Touch it.
Yes. And both of them better be full by now because I was emptying them out one by one.
And we're out.
And man, if you don't know how your genitals work, shit, bitches, hit me up. Hit me up, and I will show you guys how you know your man your man is cheating.
Why are you pushing me away?
You're doing this, and it tickles.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, let me position myself better. Yes. But thank you, babe, for joining me.
Thank you.
And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And we will check you guys in the next YRAM podcast episode. Peace.
Bye.